Well, you can figure it out right now. We're going to have a little bit of setup time. Hello, everyone. Welcome back.
Hi.
After 2 weeks gone, the AP is back. Here it is.
Yo.
I would like to remind you that the AP is brought to you in part by the support of our sponsors, who are our patrons. We don't have real sponsors. Maybe someday.
Sponsors? No.
Sadly, there's no official GeneSys virtual tabletop app like D&D Beyond or whatever we can get sponsored by. I don't. But Edge, hey, if you want anybody, you want to send me a review copy of the Twilight Imperium PDF, call me. I'm easy. Anyway, it's brought to you by patrons like Adam DeHarp, Architect 10, Blackest OG, Carlos Dragon, Ferris, Jerry Vasquez, Just the Fae, John Sandoval, Legendary Boss Hunter, Regent Raptor, Rise of Kenji, Rogue Robin, Trevor, Sean Pryor, Some Guy named Bob, 23, and Varen the Crow, among others. Thank you for your support as always, everybody.
Thank you.
Okay, all right. So it's been a couple weeks. Dallas has been buried in papers.
Yes.
So to recap briefly, you guys are
juices.
You guys are on an escort mission to bring Diantha to Arcadia from Arcadia, that place you like, to Venitas, a place you might like. I don't know. I wrote a lot about it the other week, so feel free to decide if you like it. Yes, you then proceeded to Livesey Power Walk all the way to Superbia. Well, that's not entirely true. There was that incident where you froze a river, and then we did some slippy slides. You can't slip and slide in spring. You got to save that for summer. But yes, you were able to make your way fairly rapidly to Superbia, another major city-state in the Polis League. Along the way, among other adventures and misadventures, you encountered a quarry. There were dwagons in the quarry, and this was a problem. But you solved it. You gave the biggest dwagon a baba and a blankie, and you told him to go back to bed. You got some funny loot, and a mysterious person taunted you and smoke bombed into the shadows, implying that is an ongoing plot point that may come back later.
Of course.
Who am I kidding? It will definitely come back later. I made stats for that.
Yeah,
I gave that
motherfucker's
NPC
haunting me.
Specifically so that if Dallas charged into the darkness, something would happen.
The other joke is, I painted that model. We're using it later.
Oh, that NPC. Sorry, I was thinking of the other NPC.
No. Yes, that also brings me to the second thing that happened was you guys actually made it to Superbia. You were waiting on your big boy payday for your dragon laying.
Dragon Adventures.
Yes. But you did get put up at a Dwarfish-style tavern for free. As a result, though, clans look out for clans. And we're doing your usual sightseeing stuff. Last you guys had checked in, you went to the Keystone Temple, the Temple of Mir, to pay your local respects, and also to speak to the circle of mages who kind of congregate there and let them know about that guy who died. You got extraneous plot hooks for later there. And then you decided to split up with Porter Diantha, and I'm pretty sure Leona, aiming to go to the area known as the... Oh, it's been a couple weeks. I think it's the Field of Giants?
Field of Giants, yes.
Field of
Yes,
Giants.
it's something of Giants.
I wanted to say Forest, but no, that is Dark Souls.
Correct. That's why I had to do a double check, too. Hey, guess who watches, reads wikis and watches loads of Dark Souls lore videos before writing anything? Not entirely true, but it does help me get juiced up. But the other group of you, of Ryahn and Mortis, we're going to go to the Great Library of Superbia because it has many books and also, artworks and stuff, if you care about that. But in the meantime, along the way, Mortis was being taunted/tormented by a mysterious figure clad in black and silver armor with a big billowy cloak, most recently who was riding on a giant, mysterious, dark steed and almost ran you over in the road.
By the fucking Dark Riders.
Definitely splashed muddy street water on your boots. Your shiny new boots, actually, I think. Didn't you buy some shiny
Didn't he, disappear into nothing?
the first time you did the double take where you looked and then you looked away and then you looked back and he was gone, the horsemanship encounter, he just went around a corner and you lost track of him. He may have mysteriously disappeared. And that's where we are. And I would actually, if nobody has anything else they need to bring up immediately, I would actually like to start with Team Library.
Okay.
I guess the
For
one thing
timing
was,
reasons.
We are getting that's my brain skipped. It was like we are getting paid tomorrow, right?
Yes. You
Okay.
decided to take the
'Cause
rest
I'm
of the day
currently
because you arrived at
broke.
about early afternoonish to go do tourist shit. Then you get paid in the morning and maybe go out. Okay, you did take Oracle. That is good to know for reasons. So, Team Library, Team Wizard. You go to the Great Library of Superbia. It is very big. It is very great. There's lots of columns. There's some, triangular friezes. Lots of images of lesser scions of various arts. There's, a big statue of, outside holding a book and a scale.
I will stop and give a brief prayer.
All right. The statue gives you a thumbs up. No.
Yay, I'm doing it right.
No, we're not. Maybe later you guys will get your gold stars.
You were hoping for like that piety point in like the corner to pop, but it didn't.
Alrighty. So you guys both came here for your own reasons, but did decide to team up. So it's a publicly available building. There is an art gallery, and then there are rows and rows of big old bookshelves.
Very good.
Uh,
Was there anything in particular you were gonna be looking for, Mortis?
Mortis is pondering.
Trying to remember. I know I had a reason for going here. I haven't forgotten it.
I think you said that your interest was more like architectural? There are lots of books of history, though, here. I know that Ryahn came here because...
Right, no, I was going to look at history books.
All right. Any particular region of history, or you just want to dig through whatever they've got in their big H section?
I mean, I'm specifically going to be digging through accounts of adventurers, if they have that.
Probably they got something like that.
Okay, I'm going to be looking for specific names.
All right, what sort of names? Just so your GM knows what to do when he asks you to roll dice.
They would be names of adventurers who met their end in the northern Highland area.
All right.
Trying to cross-reference names in my head.
All right. That seems like a pretty basic search. Go ahead and make me an easy, no rules check. Use this library. Ryahn, how about you? What area of knowledge do you seek?
Let's see, exactly. I was looking for, other than general perusal of books, because that's always nice. Ryahn would be looking for information to help him with his designing the armored adventurer carrier.
Yep.
So just any books or texts about probably like armored wagons, siege engines, that sort of thing.
All right. That's a little more specific. Go ahead and give me an average no rules check to study books.
Let's see. We have some...
Right, just raise that to 3. Good. Let's hit average. So there we go. 2 successes.
A solid one.
Okay. So you're looking, you're learning, you're flipping through, mostly again with the quality of scholarship that we're talking about. We're kind of like a Renaissance equivalent here. So what you're seeing are lots of like notebooks, manuals, engineering books from scholars, adventurers, etc. from over the years. As you say, probably lots and lots of sketches of siege engines and the like. Mainly, you'd be probably seeing a lot of references, especially with you talking about the armored adventure carrier. Comparisons to the Testudo,
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
which is Old Lemurian for tortoise. It's a wheeled cart covered in shields usually, or armor plates designed to protect soldiers or protect a battering ram. It's not quite what I think the idea of the armored adventure carrier is described yet, because it's not self-powered. There's no engine or anything in it. It's not horse-drawn, but it's pushed by everybody inside. So
Will definitely give a good structural framework for what I'm
Yes.
working towards, though. So I
Yeah.
will take notes.
that is actually in our vehicle list, by the way, the Testudo. So if you want to compare the stats and cost for baselines for vehicles, it's
Okay.
basically a cart that is got very similar stats to the coach, but it's slower and has bad handling, but has defense and armor ratings.
Will be good.
So yeah, lots of sketches of that. You do also, I'll throw you a little bit extra with the extra success. There's not really any sketches or anything. You do actually find some cross references to mentions of in the area of naval structuring, because this is the Polis League. There are many essays and commentaries about the Forces of Darkness, relatively new iron-sided ships. This is a thing since the Demon King came back, where they've started developing, iron-hulled vessels with alchemical engines, which are, really slow and heavy, but really, really annoying to fight. So many shipwrights and boat builders and naval tacticians, scribbling in their notes about how annoyed they are. The Renaissance equivalent of OP, please nerf.
Mm-hmm.
Overpower death? Please nerfeth.
Ryan will briefly do a sketch of like a iron-sided boat with some sort of water projector on the front of it, and he kind of taps his chin. So this seems familiar for some reason.
And Mortis, you spend basically the same amount of time skimming many history books, trying to find, accounts of adventurers, different memoirs and stuff. You don't really find anything with the names that you're looking for, but you're not necessarily saying that it's there. It's more just that, you're in the South. You're looking for facts up north. It's just kind
No,
of
that makes
sometimes
sense.
hard to correlate this stuff. You do,
To clarify, I don't have any names. I just have
Yeah, I know.
memories.
Yeah, you're trying to
Trying
jog
to get
some memories,
names.
to connect some things. You don't really find any real explicit stuff. But you do kind of go through all this, and you catch some hints in some local histories, some references to hauntings and other such things. Catches your eye because you've been slightly spooked as of exactly today. And in general, you are sensing that a decent number of these local ghost stories are centered around the Field of Giants, which is a large plain just to the south of town, which is covered in all kinds of little grave markers and stuff, and also dead giants.
I would assume
Maybe
there have
turning into
been
trees or
some that are
rocks.
specifically mentioning a dark horseman.
Yes, there are a couple of notes of a recurring image of a knight-like figure, sometimes on horseback.
I
Anyway,
sigh.
Field of Giants team.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
All right. So you guys are, doing that thing I did where you say you're going down south, out of town, actually. So the Field of Giants, even from a distance, is pretty notable. It's a relatively flat area, flat plain, with a couple of rolling hills to the south. And even from a distance of you guys walking up, you can see big markers. Lots of stone monuments in shapes kind of like swords or hammers, vaguely cruciform.
Mhm.
Standing stones like that show signs of dwarfish craftsmanship, etched with names, etc. But there are also these irregular objects. There are, unusually placed trees that kind of stand alone. There are piles of moss-covered rocks that look vaguely humanoid. In particular, without even needing to roll, Porter would recognize this as the remains left of giant kin.
Mm.
Because giant kin don't really have immortal souls. When they die, they don't really do the normal thing where they turn into materials, but they also don't leave mortal remains. They just kind of become one with the earth and stuff.
They return.
Primordial mobs.
They become giant white trees. I mean, what?
Some of the trees are probably white, just because that's spookier.
Mhm.
But yes, even in the mid-afternoon, I think it is by now, it's kind of cool and dim here. Maybe some slight mist on the ground.
Well, it looks like what they said is true. Even in the height, even with the sun hiding in, there's always a little bit of mist around. Spooky.
Dantha kind of, silently nods.
I was like, have you heard the story of the siege of Superbia?
No.
Oh, it's not a good story. Not really. Not too inclined to tell it myself. He'll wave his staff over the field. This was a battlefield. The forces of darkness pit their best against the best of Superbia here. There was a lot of loss that day. A lot of loss. Oh, come on. Let's go check out the monuments, eh? Pay some respects.
Dantha kind of nods and walks along.
Mhm.
You guys kind of pick yourselves through, not really like paved paths, but you can see lines in the grass where people like to walk and go.
Mhm.
There's definitely little bits of unusual flowers and herbs that kind of spring up here and there, and there are even at a seemingly random time of year, you'll come to some of these monuments and you'll find little wreaths or little bundles of flowers left, and there's just racks and racks of names up there.
So, Doris here did everyone a coin this year. Marked the names of everyone who fell. It's not 100% accurate, and they didn't get everybody. Some people didn't leave enough left of themselves to be remembered that way. But the intent is here. Porter is will take a knee, offer some prayer to the fallen.
Dantha, kind of does the same, clasp hands, head bowed.
Mm-hmm.
I think Leona shares the sentiment. I just probably says a thanks to Mercy.
Historical question: was this battle like the first time we had Rebel Giants, or
Probably not the first, but this was part of that period of history that is called the Giant Rebellions, basically right after the Lemurian Schism, where Minim went around all the giants and was like, hey, you want to start this thing I'm calling Creation 2? And some of them went along with it. Depending on your character's various religious beliefs or personal biases, you may think of the giants as having been, misled or deceived by Minim, or you might think of them as, dirty, greedy traitors. Up to
Not
you.
all giants supported her, so it's like any other society.
True.
Some would like to offer more than others.
Well, like I said, the siege here, it wasn't the first battle with the giants, but definitely is one of the biggest. Her fallen grace definitely went around and, I don't know, buying, enticing, tricking, deceiving, what have you. A lot of the giants here.
Only giants that fought here?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said there, Axe.
Was it only giants that fought here?
Oh, no. There was evil cultists, forces of darkness, all sorts of little gribbly things. It was a siege.
There's probably at least one set of dragon bones, like on a ridge somewhere.
Mhm.
Just the one.
Well, it's like the giants are most noted, well, because they're giants. Like I said, they rushed the walls, hurled boulders, used strange magics.
Another thing I think would be important to note is they also used fire. The city was rebuilt after this battle.
Yeah.
Fire.
I also feel like I just for the scene setting, I feel like Porter is saying this just as you guys walk by a particularly odd-shaped tree that almost look like it's got two big branches like hands raised up.
Mm-hmm. It's like, unfortunately, the names of these giants have been stricken from history. Verna is a very forgiving mother, but even she has a line you do not cross.
Mother's love only goes so far.
Subtlety.
It's like, but basically, Porter will basically talk about little, like here and there, about the battle of the siege of Superbia while he visits the monuments and pays his respects.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Definitely, as you kind of get deeper into the field, like I said, there is a general sense of like natural somberness, natural almost sadness to this place. It's slightly foggy, little overcast, except in like the brightest season of summer.
Mhm.
But as you get deeper into the field, there's a kind of this interesting moment we have where all of you guys are walking, and there's a slight rise in front of you, one of those little hills. It's kind of clustered with some trees around. Lots of little ravens just sitting there watching you.
Mhm.
And you can kind of see in front of a particular memorial there is a dark armored figure cloaked in a big floofy cloak,
Mhm.
just kind of standing imposingly, a sword planted into the ground, staring at you.
Does he have any sort of do they have any sort of crest of arms?
No, their armor is very dark colored, looks like a tarnished silver.
Can I recognize the style of armor?
Go ahead and make me it's probably a hard no rules
Geography?
check for a general history vibe.
Wouldn't it be geography for a region?
No, I think you're looking for historical era.
Oh.
Oh,
Era.
what was the?
Sorry, I
what-
thought he
what-
said area.
You said
Hard
hard
for rules.
rules. All right, let me see.
You're pretty good at rules.
I
Does it
am,
look
but
like
it's a lot of green dice.
True.
Does it look like a person, or is it like an entity of sorts?
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Right.
Listen, people
Rules
don't.
would also be the good check for that one as well.
Okay.
What am I looking at?
Listen, it's not every day you just see a heavily armored figure standing sword in the ground.
I want to ask what he wants, but I feel like I would wait for that.
You can ask him.
Yeah.
Porter, with that check, you've got a pretty good vibe here. This armor definitely looks historical. You're not really good with dates and numbers all the time,
I am
but
not.
it's old. It could be as old as this battle is supposed to be. He's definitely just kind of standing there weird and silent. That's not normal body language for people.
Mm-hmm.
You think it's probably a humane from the build, but he's wearing full armor, so it's hard to tell. And I will say he, just for simplicity, you can assume. Probably got a vaguely masculine shape. Lots of cloak, though.
Lots of.
But Leona, do you want to actually be like,
there-
ahoy there?
Hello? Is there something you want of us?
It just kind of creakily stares, looks each of you in the eye, including Diantha. It kind of like lifts up its sword and kind of slowly takes kind of a high on guard stance. But it kind of, like I said, looks at each of you in the face and then just kind of creakily shakes its head. It seems like whatever it wants is not necessarily with you.
What are you
But it
looking
does keep,
for?
like I said,
Let's sigh.
staring
Silence.
into your faces.
Porter rubs his chin and's like, it seems the knight desires a challenge. I don't think any of us can provide it. Not the one he's looking for.
Diantha kind of lightly rests a hand on her rapier, and she's kind of like, well, I could try, but
Diantha will.
I don't think...
Porter will. Oh, I'm sorry. What's she saying?
She says, I could try, but I don't think that would be exactly what he's looking for.
I'd rather you not attempt it.
Does it look like he's the knight is guarding something, or is he just standing like somewhere?
I don't know if guarding is the right word, but he's definitely standing in front of a particular monument. It looks like there is a medium-sized one of those stone sword type monuments that he's just kind of vibing by.
Can we walk around him to take a look at the monument?
Well, that would just be rude.
Do you wish to attempt this, Sneaky Boots?
Might as well.
All right. If you try and like shift around, he just kind of creaks and follows you.
I told you to be rude. Listen,
circle
Leona.
straight.
When a knight stands in front of something like that, you gotta respect the rules of the thing. Literally.
Well, I don't feel like we can help his request unless we know what he wants.
He wants a challenge. Isn't it obvious? He stands in front waiting for a worthy challenger. Probably specifically of someone of a... Porter kind of waves his hand in the air. Knightly persuasion. Why? I have no earthly idea.
It would be very out of character, but I really want the Wraith Knight here to just give you a thumbs up. But no, he's too somber for that.
Yeah.
I think he would just nod his head at you or something, but yeah.
Do we know any knightly sorts? That's all. Like, I have to confess, I am curious what this is all about.
Well, we do know one. So Mortis
Well, he's a
does
facsimile
look
of
quite
a knight.
knightly with that new armor he just acquired.
True. Well, they said they were going to the library.
Yes.
Yes.
Ryahn wanted to see more books, and I think Mortis just joined him.
You think so Mortis would be up for challenging a knight? He is... I don't think he's necessarily someone who fights for no reason, even though sometimes his reasons for fighting are a bit outlandish.
Like I said, he's a facsimile of one, but... I mean, we might as well approach the idea.
You know what? I think that is fair point. Porter will turn back to the Black Knight. That's all. Like, I was like, please bear with us. We're gonna go see someone who can fulfill your requirements. Be back in a tick. And I say we head back to the city.
As you say your piece and walk away, the knight kind of
Hold on.
swings his sword down to rest and plants the tip in the ground again, and just kind of goes back to standing there, looking cool.
What's up?
I do have the opera glasses.
Are
I
you
should
giving me a
just
few minutes?
look for it just to see if I could read the text on the monument, but not.
Why are you so bound on just getting around the challenge? Not everything in life can be solved by trying to figure out some way to weasel past it. Sometimes you have to take the brute force option.
I just wanted to know if he had a name.
You will also probably meet me halfway to you.
Oh,
I would have told Aren, I gotta go investigate the field of giants. I think something came out of there to hit me across the back of the head.
Well, not exactly what I call a horse drive-by, but yes, something like that. So in that case, Ryahn, do you want to go with Mortis as he departs, or are you going to continue to read books? Like a nerd.
A black knight. I can't recall any legends about a Black Knight in the Field of Giants.
I'll go with him.
All right.
Best not to have him be alone until he meets up with the others. So
Yeah, probably as Dallas observed, you guys probably run into each other like in the middle of Main Street, heading your two separate directions. One of you towards the field, one back from the field.
The only thing that comes to mind for a Black Knight.
Oh, Morty, perfect. I got someone who wants to meet you. Well, I think they want to meet you. Okay, I take that back. I take it back. That's a lie. I think he wants to fight you.
Porter, may I hazard a guess this would be some kind of dark figure atop a horse?
Well, he wasn't on top of a horse, but he was very dark and very somber, and he had a very big sword.
Does that fit with the legend?
Yes, that fits with some of the ghost sightings, and certainly with your own encounters.
All right. Yes. I had encountered the rider, or as you say, knight, I would guess, on our way to the library. That was on our way to the library, right?
Yeah, it was after you guys split up.
On our way to the library, and in the midst of my research, I came upon some legends that would point him towards the Field of Giants. And assuming that you have come here from there, I think that I would find him there. So apparently he wants something from me, quite badly.
I think he wants a challenge, a fight. I think. I'm not entirely sure. Wasn't very talkative, but listen. You see in one of these things, you see in them all. Anyway, I'll lead the way.
Yes, it's so... Giant things. Yes, it's so dramatic. Stalked by a mysterious figure who challenges you on a hilltop.
I just wanted to know if he's guarding his grave or something.
Well,
I would assume that is his grave.
At least he won't try and run you down this time if he doesn't have a horse, Mortis.
I'm very surprised that you ran into him in town.
I don't think he was trying to run me down. I think he was trying to get my attention. I think.
Fair enough, fair enough.
All right, so, you guys make your way back to the Field of Giants. The characters you haven't seen here before, you can refer back to all the earlier description. It's foggy, it's hilly, there's lots of rocks, many flowers. You can think your own thoughts about giants. I don't know if Porter will reiterate any of his history tidbits.
Well, if they were just at the library, I don't know if I need to reiterate things or who would be interested.
But
I mean, I likely came upon a lot of the stories just due to the research I was doing.
A lot of stuff of just like, I have seen a dark rider circling
This was a really messed up battle, so there's a lot of spooky shit connected to it, basically.
I mean, I would argue that most battles are messed up, but true enough.
Okay, very big and very long.
Well, on a scale of battle, this one was pretty messed up. Like I said, they actually did burn down the bloody city. It wasn't an occupation; it was a destruction.
And so
while there is no such thing as good warfare, there are such a thing as excessive.
And so we come forth to the hill with the
Look
monument
at you, Stalingrad,
and the crows. The figure kind of is once again standing there. Looks again each of you in turn, and then looks at Mortis, and this time kind of shifts his body language, swings his sword up into a more proper guard, one-handed, and definitely gives the classic point and then just come here gesture.
Yep. I will draw my sword and shield. I will what's the equivalent of letting someone know you? I guess there's no way to do that, but I will. No, actually, I will make a point to remove the gem from my pommel.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Basically, this will be a contest of martial prowess.
All right.
He won't do
so you square up and
I don't know. It depends if he's an honorable knight or not. I think I have to roll.
Cool is probably a good one for this. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to roll cool because there's no way I didn't know this was coming.
I'll roll his cool. I'm pretty sure I don't add anything to that, right?
Hey!
I guess it's something I put points to eventually.
No.
All right.
Why would I ever put points into cool?
Okay.
No,
All
I
right.
have the other one pretty decent out.
So let's see. You're not going first, so then I want to pick something for this. Yeah, I put some extra fluff into this. Okay, so he's gonna start by taking a stance. He gets to do this automatically by rolling initiative. So you're not engaged. So let's see. I think he would take. Yeah, once per round you can engage as an incidental. Yeah, so he's going to actually, as there's this brief, moment of tension, everything is perfectly still, your swords are at the ready, and then the crows suddenly all fly up all at once. It's like John Woo, but with crows. He quickly swings his sword up and actually half swords it, gripping the blade with one gauntleted hand.
Oh, sick.
Nice.
Yeah. And so that is where we're going to start. He will go first. And while he's in this stance, which is called Hammer of the Giant stance, he will engage as an incidental. So he just up to you. And he's going to attempt to bonk you on the noggin with the pommel, with the crossbow.
That's fair.
All right, so we roll melee heavy for this because he's two-handing it. So that is 2 purples. What is your melee defense currently? I think it's
Currently
5, right?
it is 5 because I have my sword drawn.
Yeah.
And my shield drawn. Wait, actually, I need to recheck that. I got a new shield. Let me make sure it's 5.
I think it still works out because you were technically at defense
Right, yeah.
6, but it cuts off at 5.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. No. Okay. So he doesn't add anything else to this. We're just hoping for funny results for qualities. Nope, just 1 success. Okay.
A bonk.
Well, that's a
Yes.
pretty decent bonk. In this case, he does have slightly increased damage. That will be 9 before soak.
All right. I will, in fact, activate my parry,
All right.
which will allow me to soak it entirely.
All right. He comes in with a swing with the like I said, he attacks you with the other end of the sword like he's wielding a hammer, but
Oh,
you
yeah.
just knock it away with your shield. Clang.
I don't think I knock it away at a perfect soak. I think I stop it an inch from my neck
Yeah, you just
with the
bring it up
shield.
and block. Like, "Bleh." All right. Let's see. Then, because I didn't need to do that for maneuver, he will spend his maneuver to switch stances. He will switch to Iron Cliff stance. High, two-handed high. Switches his grip back to the two-hand, raises it high above at eye level to form a big straight line so that he can block easier.
Okie dokie.
All right, it's now your go.
Alrighty. I am going to. Let's.
Also, actually, I probably should have pointed out, it didn't come up. But he does have the shockwave talent, so his melee attacks do have blast.
Jesus.
Ooh, nice.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm just gonna swing in.
All right.
I think I get a bonus to this. Because I don't want to assume. But is this man perchance undead?
Yes, indeed. It is right there on his stat sheet.
All right, yeah, I get a bonus to that. I can't remember exactly what it is because I'm stupid and I wrote ADV.
That's advantage.
Okay, what does that do?
Just add a free advantage, I think.
Yes.
Put a V on your roll.
So yeah.
Well,
add a
actually,
V
what,
to your
what,
roll.
what thing gives you a bonus against an undead?
Just the fact that my sword is made of moon silver.
Yes.
Yes.
That's the material for moon silver. So I believe that is
Yeah.
just get a V on.
Okay.
Vivi,
That works
actually,
then.
2 advantage.
Alrighty. Okay, it's defensive. Okay, then my defense is 4. Because then I've been reading that wrong. It's defensive, comma, 2 advantage versus undead.
Oh,
Ah.
okay.
All
So, yeah, my defense is 4, which is
All right.
fine.
Okay.
That's plenty.
This guy has currently a defense of a melee defense of 3 because he's
Okay.
in his defensive stance.
Honestly,
And
that
I
2
assume
advantage
he's... Yeah.
is going to come real in handy.
But 2... So, how do I add advantage? We'll just add it to the total.
You
Just
can also
VV.
do that, but you can just type 2 Vs to your roll.
Oh,
Like-
okay.
No, I'm in the wrong fucking window.
Just 2 Vs?
Yeah, like that. And see,
Okay.
it turns that into that result.
Gotcha. Okay, so I'm going to attack with melee light. So that gives me this number of yellows, this number of greens. This is just a normal check, so 2 purples. And then what's black dice again?
S for setback.
S, right. 3 S's.
And
All
this
right.
guy doesn't actually have any adversary because he has many other funny things to do defensively.
That's fair.
Well, you said you don't roll advantage.
Yeah, I feel like I invoked
Type 2 Vs,
Nuffle's
so that's
wrath.
actually 6 advantage.
Oh, yeah, you didn't
Yeah,
you didn't
what do I do with 6 advantage?
heal your parry strain,
I mean, yes, I do heal my 2 strain.
and you can give
you-
yourselves blue on your next check. You can give that guy black on his
Yeah,
next
you-
check.
I would prefer giving myself blue rather than him black.
Notice something important.
You can do a 2 for 2 to give yourself, specifically you, a boost die.
Yeah, I'll do 2 for 2 to give myself a boost die, and then I have 2 left to wiggle with. I didn't do any damage, so I can't activate this.
You can spend 2, if I remember correctly, to get a free maneuver.
I still haven't used my maneuver. That's the problem.
Yeah, he doesn't use regular maneuver.
Let me
You
check
could
here.
do a defensive stance that way.
Well, I am going to do that with my normal maneuver, but
But basically, this is just.
yeah,
there's
I'll just let
flow
it
back and
fade.
forth flows.
I'll just let it
Right,
fade.
Yep. You don't. There's nothing that says you have to spend it if you don't got
Yeah.
any ideas.
Because I got the boost die and I got the strain healed, so
Just clang, clang, clang. Exchange of blows really quickly back and forth. He seems very dug in with this stance. You know, got a lot of coverage over his body to swing to
and
knock
then
away your blows.
after our brief flurry, I will assume a defensive stance,
Right.
which brings my defense back up to 5.
Oh, here we go. I was looking for this table.
Which I actually kind of prefer my defense being at 4 because now I actually have a point to defensive stance.
Yeah, that's good. Alrighty. Okay. Well, that's his go again. He will first spend his maneuver to take 2-handed low, wolf fang stance. Shifts his grip from up high on defensive to down low, aggressive, point out towards you. Let's see. Do I want to try that move? Nah, we're just trading blows here. Let's just try with the regular attack. So that's gonna be 5 setback again, but because he's in a stance, it's accurate 2 for 2 blue dice. Jiminy Crimbo. Okay. All right, here we are. Here it is. Okay. All right.
Oh, Jesus, Mary, Mother of God.
Alrighty. So this will be 10 damage, but with Pierce 2 now.
Okay.
Because he gets his Pierce back because he's not hitting you with the blunt of the sword. Oof. I really should have done the funny thing because I don't have any qualities I can activate. I mean, I could activate Sunder and basically cut your sword off, but that would be very boring. I think your new shield is reinforced, so I can't
No,
do that.
disarm my sword. Disarm my sword, Omega. Please.
Actually, yeah, I can
I
do
have a
it.
fun thing I want to do.
Drop? Yeah, we'll spend the 3 to make you drop the sword, and we're going to spend the 2 triumphs to... well, actually, I think I have to know if you're going to parry first, because if I don't do any damage, then I can't crit, right?
I don't think you can parry enough to stop crit, because with the
No, not with that damage.
no.
Okay. All right.
I can stop a lot of the damage, but I'm pretty sure I'm
So
still going to
I'm
take
going to
2
spend both
at
of the
least.
triumphs on a critical effect, and he has vicious 1, so it will be a plus 20 critical injury.
Well,
Let's see what the result is.
there's no way this can go wrong.
I rolled like shit.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, I think it makes sense.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, he comes in low, sweeps up your sword hand, just knocks the sword out of your way, gets a quick poke in with his blade. Shink.
So how much damage is that in total?
It was 10 pierce 2.
Yeah. With the Pierce 2, that makes it through. So I take 2.
You are slightly shiveled.
Ugh.
Okay.
And I drop my sword.
Yeah.
In response, I grip my fist tighter around my new plate gauntlets and whang him across the face.
All right, go for it.
This is Brawl, I'm assuming, correct?
Yes, brawl for melee attacks
Okay.
that are unarmed or brawly type things. Yeah, because you have new gauntlets.
Whenever it's thematically appropriate, I would like to make a knowledge check to see if I can recognize anything about the knight.
Sure, go for it. It's been a couple combat rounds.
Particularly like his fighting style. See if I recognize if I've seen it before among adventurers or anything like that.
Sounds like another rules for a generalized history. Go ahead and make me hard no rules for that.
Porq knows it's old.
How much defense does he have right now?
He is back down to 2 defense.
Okay, so just 2 setback.
Don't forget your off-balance setback, and don't forget your own blue dice.
Yes.
That is not with setback dice and boost.
No, that was
No,
Aren.
that was Aren.
That was my history check.
Sorry.
Yeah. There's mine.
Mm.
Ooh, fun.
All right. I gotta look at the chart for threats.
Threat.
What would be your damage total?
I'm
Based on
checking that up. I think it's plus 2 damage plus. I think it's 7 damage total right now.
Hardened gauntlets. Dam plus 2. Yeah. So what's your brawn?
3.
All right. Yeah. So that would be 5, and then plus another 2 for 7.
Yeah.
Bonk.
He would take 1 after soak, so he'll just take it.
And then I will maneuver to pick up my sword.
All right.
And then set back and stand back while he goes at me again.
All right. Yeah, you get him right in the kisser, but he is armored and also is a ghost ? So
Yeah, but I thought that was thematically cool because I just got those.
it was good.
So,
Hey, you got him. You did damage. That's first blood technically.
well, first
On your
my
part.
blood. He got first blood.
Yeah.
I got 4 successes on my
Yeah.
rules check. So
And I will relate that to you while I am remembering where charts are for things.
okay.
But with 4 success, pretty good. I mean, you've just come from examining some of the history manuals. This guy is using a pretty standard style of 2-handed sword or hand and a half sword fighting. He's very flexible with his grips and stances. As Porter has already figured out, and you may or may not have been communicated, there's definitely something about this style that is a little older, a little more classic. I'm gonna say with 4 total successes, you definitely get the feeling though that this seems not quite as refined and polished as you'd expect from like the graduate of a Knight Academy or a renowned dueling school. You've probably seen people show off at those before because there's quite a few of them, and seen adventurers graduate from them. This is a little rougher. This seems almost more self-taught. He has hardened battle experience, natural instincts. There you go. Like you got it. He honed his skills on the battlefield. All right. All right. With the 3, I mean, I could make you fall prone, and that's also very funny. before I attack. Do I want to do that? Yeah, sure. That's better than just giving you 3 strain. Yeah, he's gonna catch like your foot when you go to pick your sword back up and knock you prone.
Okay.
So you fall down. Technically, you can now take a maneuver to get back up if you wanted to spend your maneuver that way. But you'd have to take the 2 strain to get it back.
No, I need
Right,
to save
your
that
sword.
strain.
All right.
So.
Okay. All right. Well, since you are in melee combat and he is above you, he is going to let's see.
Attempt to coup ziggurats.
Oh, yeah, he's just gonna bring the stab down on you. He's not gonna switch stances or anything. All right, so this is gonna be grab, purple. All the setbacks. It's 4, 3 boost die because you're prone. Think anything else there? So yeah, I'll go over it. All right, that's gonna be 9 pierce 1. Pierce 2. Sorry.
I take 1. Oh no, I take 2.
Man, Omega's rolling like fire today.
Yeah.
He's just rolling a big enough pool too.
And
All right.
I will just do the same thing again. We'll knock your sword away. He's just playing with his food.
This might take a while.
No, I have some ideas.
I mean, Porter's just gonna take a seat and watch.
Because the thing is, if I can get a good hit in, I also have Pierce 2.
Yeah.
So it's
and also
not
you
indefinite.
are really good at critting.
Yeah.
Do I want to do... Yeah. I guess he'll do the smart thing, and he'll switch to his defensive stance after hitting you.
Gotcha.
Shanks you on the ground and then kind of withdraws.
I'm going to... No, I'll just pick up the sword.
All right.
It's going to do a thing, but it's pointless. And then I'm just going to activate the Spellblade quality. Because that is a innate ability, not part of my casting magic.
Yep. You can just add extras to your melee attacks.
And I'm going to add the ice quality.
All right. So you're going to add some ensnare.
Yep. Doesn't do anything. Doesn't do much, but it's my brand.
Yep.
It also adds damage. Oh no, wait, no, it doesn't. Never mind.
Yep. You had the damage already for your special sword. Are you going to spend the maneuver to get back up? Because while you are prone, you also take another setback die on.
I'll send an extra maneuver to get back up.
Right.
In that case, I'm just going to. Yeah, I'll do the rhyme fire. I'll add burn.
All right.
Because I don't think he can be poisoned, because undead.
Yes, he is a ghostman. He is immune to poisons and toxins.
But this is a burn 9 if it hits.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I guess... Sorry, there's a quality I forgot. Technically, he is got the ghostly thing like the last wraith you fought, but your sword is magic, so it doesn't normally apply. I guess he maybe should have not taken the punch damage, but I like the punch damage. I'll leave it in. That's my bad.
Oh. Yeah, well, that was thematic, so.
Yeah.
I don't have any boost die.
I'm glad you guys are not interfering, so I don't have to bring out my solution for that, which is infinite waves of skeletons to push you back.
No.
The boss continues to summon ads forever to get the rest of you to go away.
There's no reason to unless Mortis is about to get like his head chopped off.
I mean, if Mortis
wow.
Jeez. If Mortis goes down, I will step up to keep the coup de grace, but otherwise I'm not going to fucking interfere.
Well, regardless, that is still 10 damage.
Sick.
All right. Here's 2, right, for you?
Yeah. No burn quality, but
okay, yeah.
I will recover a strain.
Soak 4. So he could... Is it 10 you said?
Yeah, 10. Oh, no, 9, sorry.
9, yeah.
Yeah, 1
Numbers,
damage
we
is
understand how
9,
those work.
so...
So let's see. He would have a soak of 4 after all that stuff. So he could take 5. Nah, you did it. I'll spend the 3 strain, but actually only 2 because while he's in his defensive stance, he spends 1 less strain, but he'll parry because he's got 3 ranks in parry, so it's exactly the 5.
Yeah.
Clang. Whoosh.
So he only takes 2, I'm guessing?
No, it was he would have 4 soak left over and then parries for 5 more damage, so he takes none.
Well, Pierce 2.
Well, he has 6 total soak.
Wait, Pierce doesn't go through soak?
Pierce does go through soak. He's got 6 soak, so you reduce it to 4. You did 9 damage. He parries for 5, and then his soak.
Oh, I've been doing that wrong then. I haven't taken any damage from him either.
Oh,
I thought it just went through.
Oh, you meant
no. It reduces the soak by that amount.
Okay, yeah, no. Then yeah, I have not taken any damage from him. No, I took 1 damage from that first from the whatever the fuck you rolled that one time.
So it's a
my question
pretty
is then why would
even
Pierce have
fight.
a number?
Well, Dallas
I
was
thought it
assuming
was
that
that
Pierce
how much
was,
damage it went through.
Yeah, it was automatic, and no, it reduces the soak by that number instead.
Okay, gotcha.
All right. Well, that's let's see. That was what he does. So it's his go. You know what? Sure. Let's try and do his special attack. He will do a white mist strike. So this is a hard check, but is not opposed, so it doesn't encounter your defense. But the difficulty does go up because it's a hard check. He's going to do the white mist strike. So he swings his sword up and around. It gets enveloped in white mist. And let's see if it does anything. Okay, all right. So let's see. It hits, so he gets to do a single hit of your base damage. So that would be just the 8 currently. Actually, no, it's 7. It's still Pierce 2, but...
No, I ignore that. Well, I parry and then I ignore it.
Okay. All right. So that means he can't do the fun thing, which he could do, which is he could push you back a range band that way, because he didn't actually inflict any wounds. But I will, because I did hit, I will spend that 2 advantage to activate Ensnare 2. So you are immobilized for 2 rounds. As he just, catches you with a pushing strike breathed in cold mist. Oh my god, it's cold. Is this what you do to people all the time? Ah.
Oh, I don't. If it's cold, I literally don't. I don't notice it. I just suddenly can't move and go. Well, that's annoying.
There's ice in your armor joints. That's weird.
See, I do this to other people. You don't do this to me.
All right.
Anyway, I'm gonna stab him.
Yep.
I'll call out briefly, Mortis. Why are you limiting yourself? He's using magic.
I mean, I don't really have any magic that can do better damage than my sword. It's because he's undead. If he wasn't undead, then
I know. Ryan's just saying that because
no, I understand.
By the way,
at this point, I'm not limiting
that,
myself, but this is just the most damage I can do. Anyway, roll. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna aim. I can do that, right?
Yes.
No, you're immobilized.
Can't do any maneuvers.
Motherfucker.
You cannot spend maneuvers
Yeah, you're right.
until the end of your next turn.
I was wrong.
You know what? I'm gonna. Those stance switches are maneuvers, right?
Yes.
I am actually gonna imbue with the ice trait because that stance switching is fucking annoying.
He hasn't even done his funniest stance yet.
He only has 2 setback. He only has 2 setback now, right?
No, it's 3. He didn't switch out of defense.
Oh, he hasn't switched out of defense. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this is probably not going to go anywhere then, but
That
maybe
does
try.
make his damage lower.
Hey, I do it and I can ensnare.
Yeah, okay.
Suck it.
So that's going to be your 9 again. Yeah, he'll take the 2. So he's up to 6 strain to parry it and block all the damage. But you're also going to ensnare him, so he is now ensnared.
He is now ensnared.
Doesn't that mean he's stuck in a defensive stance now?
Yes, he cannot switch stances now. which does just to keep it letting you know, that switches what skills he's using. He's only using melee heavy right now because he's double handing it, and it decreases his base damage, which is normally 8 by 1, and increases his critical rating, which is normally 2 to 3. So it's harder for him to crit, and he does less damage, but he has an extra defensive, and it's easier for him to parry. And also, if Dallas ever rolled any threats or anything, he could improved parry in this stance. But
oh no, trust me, Omega, we're both in that.
yeah,
Just
no,
like, come on, motherfucker, roll.
There's no riposting in this. It's just parry, 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 block. No, stop.
See, the problem is we both know how to riposte, so we're both like purposefully not letting our opponent riposte.
Yeah, very, very cautious attacks, very withdrawn. Okay, all right.
Motherfucker.
So, I'm gonna go in for another swing.
We are now evenly matched.
Your defense is
technically he's better than I am.
At bonkling you, yes.
No, at parrying.
Oh, that too, yeah.
He has parry
33.
3. I do.
All right,
not.
let's see what the result is. All right, it's gonna be another 8 total, Pierce 2.
Add another setback dice to that.
Oh.
Oh no, I didn't have maneuver. Never mind.
Yeah, no, you don't have maneuver. You didn't.
I was frozen
All right,
today.
so dost thou suffer wounds?
That's 8. No, I do not.
All right.
I'm reading that effectively as 10 damage. So no, I don't.
Yeah.
10 is my anything above 10. Yes, basically.
Well, are you parrying every time? I guess I want to.
Yes, I am. Right now I am because I'm only at 6 strain, which is not bad for me.
All right.
I think that is the one advantage I have on him is I think I have a higher strain threshold.
Well, you don't know that.
I think I do.
I will spend the 3 advantage in this case to force you to drop your shield because that counts as a melee weapon. Get that shit out of here.
That's a little more annoying.
Gets inside your guard as you block with it and just yoink. Anyway, he cannot spend maneuvers to switch stance, so
no.
He'd love to go for one of his aggro stances while you've got less defense, but he cannot.
I'm not going. I'm no longer ensnared, right?
No, it's until the end of this turn, so you are still ensnared for this one go because it's.
Oh right, okay. Then I can't.
Actually,
pick up
I don't know.
my
How much no rules do you have?
2.
Okay, so it's 2 for him as well. I thought so.
Yeah.
This is just artful as hell. There's sad piano music playing.
Yeah. No, I just have the Artorias theme in my head over and over again right now. Anyway, I'm going to I'm just going to add what should I add? That doesn't do much. That doesn't do much.
I mean, I would say you could try manipulative because then you could spend an advantage to push him back, and he can't re-engage with you.
Oh right, he's still being snared.
Yeah, he's still immobilized until the end of.
No, that's actually a good call. So yeah, an aura of pure force just envelops my sword as I swing. Okay, this is gonna be a terrible roll because I've put thought into this. No, actually very good. I can't activate the quality, but that's a lot of damage.
Get the bonking on.
That is 12 damage. Oh no, those threat wouldn't be there. The threat wouldn't be there.
Oh right, yeah, you're 2 advantage, right? You keep forgetting.
2 advantage. Yeah.
So it's just the damage. Okay, so that was.
Yeah, so it'd be just 3 successes even.
11. So let's see. I mean, he's still got not the free, but the easier to parry stance, but that only reduces it by 5.
So yeah, he's at least taking some damage on
Yeah,
this.
it's 2 wounds this time, and he's now taken 8 total strain. So yeah, he manages to ground himself out and absorb the forcefulness of the blow, but you do actually poke a hole in his armor. kind of like puffs of white mist come out instead of blood.
I imagine he like braces himself in a way that he doesn't move, but just the force still just like bones off of him.
Sounds like you rung a bell.
And because I'm not using a shield in this, I imagine I did double hand this.
Yeah,
I know it doesn't give me any bonuses, but
all right, it's his go. He still can't do the thing. Let's see.
Neither could I.
Well, now at the end of that turn, you were no longer immobilized. So next time, you're good.
Next turn, I can pick up my shield.
No, I think I'm just going to hit you. I could take another 2 strain to try the White Mist Strike, but that doesn't really... Other than trying to ensnare you again for the funny, that doesn't really do anything.
Yeah, that's a lot of what my experience has been, too. It's like, I could do this, but it doesn't actually accomplish much.
When I'm the only one acting, doing this thing doesn't help anyone except not myself.
Look, when I'm fighting a dark mirror of myself, it's a very chunky battle.
Actually, no, that's wrong. Those 2
Motherfucker.
take away those 2 advantage because he shouldn't have rolled those boost dice. That's right. That's the wrong stance. He doesn't have.
Okay, so you'd have 1 threat and
yes,
the triumph.
But a triumph. So 3. So 10 total. Pierce 2.
Okay. Then so 12 total. So I take 2.
All right. He will spend the triumph to crit again. It's still plus 20 because you took 1 already.
Jesus Christ.
And it's vicious 1.
Oh, no.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, that's very bad.
Uh-oh.
That's very bad.
Well, I think we just turned this into a DPS check, y'all. How fast can you do your rotation, Mortis? Quick, hit your buffs.
That is very bad.
He's not the one that has the buff.
Well, shit. I pick up my shield.
Yeah.
Is he still in
I
defensive
assume he
stance?
did 1, so you want to inflict him with 1 strain, probably. For 1 threat.
Yeah. I'll inflict
sounds
1
good.
strain.
Right, so he's at 9 total strain and 3 wounds.
Yeah.
And yes, you are winded until the end of the encounter. As he gets you
That's
right in
very,
where your
very
lungs supposed
bad.
to go? Your diaphragm? You're something. You're something in your,
Yeah,
in your core.
I think there could not have been a worse crit result for me. Well, that you could have rolled, I would say.
Yes. Yeah, if I had more bonuses, I could roll the crit where, like, you're dying, but...
Yeah, but
not
for just specifically me, that's so bad.
Yep.
I gotta hope you can try to crit
Well,
him
like
back.
I said, you could try giving up. And see if you'll let
No, I'm already up.
No,
You
giving
could-
up.
Oh, no, I'm not going to do that.
Alright.
You could try not to do spell attacks and just try to get crits on him.
Nah. No, like I said to Aren, because he's undead, my sword is infinitely the better option.
Well, actually, just saying to not increase the
don't add
difficulty and try
dice.
and just cruise on your double vantage. Your pierce quality, at least, is...
No, I'm not activating quality.
Just going to get your shield back and then
Because
hit him.
there's not much of a point to it. Okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
If a magical item would let me bypass the cost to strain of taking an action that would make me normally suffer strain, can I still do that?
Yes, I think so. 'Cause
Okay, so I have 1 parry left, basically.
You cannot... It says that you cannot voluntarily suffer strain, but if you, for some reason...
Because I can
not suffer
activate,
strain,
I can activate my lodestone shield once per day to parry as if I had parry 3. So I can do that, but I basically got 1 parry left in me. Anyway, I'm going to stab him in the face. He's
Don't
still
forget,
in
by the way, we
defense
have... I don't think
stance,
I've
right?
reset it, but we've got story points.
Yeah, I'm not going to spend
I
any
just remembered
this
that.
second. I'm going to be honest, most of my story points are going to be spent defensively. I have a feeling. Can I aim? No, I can't spend for extra maneuvers. Wonderful.
Well, you
No, you can. You can... actually, no.
No,
you can
winded.
voluntarily suffer strain, right.
I cannot.
It says to gain additional maneuvers on the side there, yeah.
Yep.
And I picked up a shield.
It is an 84 crit.
He's defensive stance or no?
Yes, so he's 3 defense. He will not be able to switch until this upcoming turn.
Well, at least I'm hitting the fuck out of him.
Because the 2 advantage.
All right.
Yeah, no, just base 3 again. So 12 damage again, or no, 11 again.
All right.
Pierce 2.
So we treat that as. I mean, he'll parry and take just the other 2. He's now at 5 wounds and 11 strain. All right, it's his go.
I do have the advantage on wounds and strain, definitely, because I'm only at 1. I'm only at 2 wounds and 6 strain.
All right. He will. Well, now that he can again, let's have him switch stances. He swings up. He is going into a one-handed grip now, actually, very high up the blade, extending it out. As an incidental, he will disengage, hops back,
Oh,
and because he's in Spear Dancer, his melee range is now short, not engaged, because he's wielding it like he's got basically a short spear.
nice.
So he's going to attempt to stab you. This is actually a smaller dice pool because he's using melee light, which he is not as good at. But it does let him try and get some range advantage. Anything else to this? No.
Okay, you have to waste your maneuver to get re-engaged.
Okay, that will just be 9 damage, pierce 2.
All right, I take 4 wounds.
You are spear shivved. All right. And yeah, he'll call it there because he doesn't really want to spend extra maneuvers because he's getting a little up there in strain.
I will basically just bull rush him.
Right.
Not the maneuver, but just
Yeah.
I'm gonna
You're gonna
charge and
engage.
stab him.
Yeah. Alright.
Because I don't really have it, because I can't spend any strain to do any stuff, so that crit has made my game plan very narrow.
Like I said, I think we turned it into a DPS check.
Yep.
Can't even aim anymore. Unless,
Nope.
unless he doesn't move.
Not unless he can do it as a free action.
Yeah. He only
Well,
has
in this
2
case, he
setback,
can
though, I'm
engage.
guessing, right?
What was that?
Only 2 setback?
Yeah, he's back down to 2 defense.
I forgot to press roll.
I'll just
Yes.
put DV at the end of it.
Okay. Well, I'll remember that this time. VV.
Free advantage and success are kind of rare, so. Oh, that was
I
important.
think that's a crit,
Okay.
actually. It might be.
Yeah, that is a crit.
Okay, what's...
I get to
that'll
do
be
the critical to you.
That would be the 10, pierce 2. He can parry and take only 1.
But it is enough to crit.
Yeah, we're gonna at least this once take the 3 and only take 1 damage. But yes, you can roll the critical, so just exclamation point crit. Actually, do you have any vicious on that weapon?
No. It's just very low crit dice.
Yeah.
So just exclamation point crit.
That's how that doesn't help you.
That doesn't do much.
But eventually, like the next crit will
No,
have a
but
10.
yes, every critical injury you suffer stacks a bonus on it anyway as well. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. All right. Well, you know what? You're coming to him. You're trying to meet him force with force. He'll switch back to half sword, Hammer of the Giants, and he's gonna clonk you again.
Is that his defense stance?
No, that's his half swording where he hits you. With
okay.
He uses it like a hammer.
Gotcha.
So let's 4 setbacks.
This is gonna hurt.
No.
No, it's not.
Not like that. It's not. Okay. So I'll spend. Do I want to do it actually? Hold on. No, I think I have. Yeah. Well, I'll attempt to activate Blast. I'll spend 3, even though I missed. So that's Blast 5. So that'll be 5 damage with Pierce 2, but I still don't think that gets you.
No, that is my without parry. That is my soak total.
Yeah. So no, you just like
A
strikes
blast
the
of
ground next
force
to you, and
goes
you just
off.
kind of like. He'll
Wait,
spend
I'm
one of those.
covered
to
in
heal
dust, and as
one
it goes,
strain.
I'm
Wait,
unaffected.
wait. What's your soak? What's the blast rating again?
5 plus 2 pierce.
Yeah, and
Yeah, what's your
s-
soak?
7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, he's.
I got
mean,
plate
this
armor
guy's
now.
soak 6, so
Okay. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Plus,
So,
I've taken grit twice already.
he will heal one strain with his remaining one. But yes, all right, it's your go.
I'm gonna aim and swing
All right.
because I can aim now.
Yes.
Lord,
I
hallelujah.
could have suffered 2 strain to remove immobilized, but it's okay. He took the strain anyway. Wouldn't want to have taken that 2 strain.
Oh yeah, we
We're
could
gonna
have done that, huh? I would have probably done that, honestly.
No, he can do that. That's a special quality of his.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought you could just do that.
No.
Never mind.
Though there are talents, I don't think there's any good classes for you to take them, but there are talents that let you shed certain
I wonder if this guy will turn into
bads
beast
as
upgrade.
a roll.
Oh, I forgot to add my blue dice. Yeah.
Oh.
There we go.
Okay.
Double crit.
I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
That's 1 damage because same as last
We'll
time.
parry it. We'll take the 1 damage. We're at 7 wounds. All right.
So
So roll a
1
crit that is plus 20.
and
Crit
then
space
roll another
plus
crit?
20. Yeah, because basically when you cause multiple crit results in one roll, you just increase the result on the table. So
So
he
wouldn't it
already has
be
1 crit,
plus 40?
10. No.
He's only taking
Oh no,
one
it's
crit.
by 10. It's by 10.
Yeah, it's by
okay.
10s. Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
Oh. Ooh,
shit.
Damn.
Well,
he's
that's
Bad
a
for
good-
both of you.
He's now returned the favor.
That's much more good. That's much more effective.
This is
Yeah.
becoming a fucking knockout, drag out
Yeah,
fight.
Yeah,
Jesus.
no. As you like
Have
reach
at
down
thee.
for a low slash and just like cut the back of his armored legs, and he kind of like droops a little, like creak, crack.
This reminds me of like watching 2 people in full plate and swords fighting in Burning Wheel. Like it's
I
just
mean, this
each other
is.
until you bash each other to death.
I don't know if any of you have ever seen Gintama. This is just the fucking cemetery fight from that anime.
I've never read that.
We're just in a graveyard beating the absolute tar out of each other.
All right. Okay, well, it's his go. I guess we're stuck in the blunt stance
Yeah. Yup.
because we're at 15 total strain. That's more than half. It's quite a bit more than half. We're getting pretty close up there.
If that wasn't more than half, I'd be terrified.
Yeah, we got a bad time. Have a bad day here. Okay, all right.
30
Oh, well,
strains
let's
of
roll it
hell.
again.
Oh no, grit isn't the one that does toughness. That's toughness that does.
All right. We're just gonna take this opportunity to heal 2 straight. Get the back. Get the straight
It's
back.
not the worst result.
Could have been worse.
He's definitely seems like he's acting slower, and it's less like methodical and more like just. You didn't realize wraiths could get tired, but he seems like he's running out of juice a little bit. His attacks are getting
will-
slower, less accurate.
Aim again and let loose my furious steel. At this point, I am one-handing my my sword over my head like it's an axe. At this point,
Yeah, just clanging and hacking at him. By the way, you now have indeed seen all 4 stances.
Achievement.
ha! Well, ain't that nice parody. I will also heal 2 strain.
Yeah.
You guys just gotta take a moment and take a breath. Just. Whew.
Yeah. Okay. It's his go. We're gonna clang you again.
Also, by the end of it, I should just shake hands and then just be like, okay, there.
No, this has to end one way.
All right, that will actually be a hit this time. So he's got more base damage in this form, but it's harder to crit. So that will be. Oh, and there's no pierce actually, which is funny. But that is, let's see. So that's 11 damage anyway.
Okay, so 4.
1 straight.
Boom.
He'll
I am at
heal
8
another strain.
wounds.
And yeah, it's use
Yeah.
again because he can't take free maneuvers, and he really doesn't. Actually, no. I'll even it out. He'll take the 2 strain now for a maneuver, and he will switch to.
No. Oh, if he wants to, but
Let's go back to Wolffang. That gives him the accurate.
I'm going to just move on ahead, Berserker style.
Yeah.
There we go.
Definitely it's 4.
I forgot to add my 2 advantages. I'm
All
sorry.
right, so that's 4. That's fine. Still a palpable hit.
I will crit.
Well, what's the damage total on again? It's your 8, so that's.
That is 2 if he parries.
11 pierce.
I'm gonna parry. We'd have to take 3 for that. Okay, we'll parry one more time. One last little time.
You want double
17
crit, or
strain.
heal
17
for the
strain.
remaining?
I'm gonna. Actually, yeah. There's no point, so I will double crit. So that would be crit plus 50.
He's got 2. No, it'd be 40, I think, right? He's got 2 already, and then
Yes.
you're
Oh, it would
adding
be
an
40.
extra one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did the math wrong in my head.
Let's get something wild. Overpower it. Let's go.
Hey, no. Suffered 1 strain, I will take.
Oh,
And
that's
knocked
really
prone
bad.
and can't take an extra
You also spent
maneuver.
2 strain to get back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rough.
That's actually very good with the other critting combination.
Okay. So what? Here's what he's gonna do. He's going to turn his action into a maneuver and stand up and nothing else.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Does 2-handing a 1-handed weapon give you any bonuses at all?
No.
Damn it.
Talent for that.
Yes, there are some talents that involve that, and sometimes weapon profiles have some. But
Yeah, I'm just going to hack away again.
Yep.
Why won't you stay there? I think I have. Yeah.
Don't
Okay,
forget you've got
PPSS.
4 story points to spend.
Yeah, and I'm in a good position though. I think. Also, I'm saving 1 in case he gets a lucky crit. Because I can do the parry thing.
Sick.
Okay, so no crit, but just straight 9 damage, pierce 2.
Okay, well.
No, 8 pierce 2, actually.
He cannot parry anymore, so that's going to be 4.
No, it'd be 8. My base damage is 7
okay.
plus the 1.
Yeah, so that's going to be 4 total damage. I will spend a story point, my lone story point, to activate a special ability. When you make him go over half his wound threshold, he resets to half his wound threshold, so he's at 12 wounds.
Okay.
And he all his attacks gain the burn 2 quality as he activates the kiln of revenge. And just he kind of takes that last blow and just kind of stands back up straighter as ghostly white fire, shines out of his eye sockets, envelops his sword.
Why did the boss music change? Why did the boss music change?
Yo, were those crows singing choir music?
No, she probably like use that advantage to use a blue die.
On the other hand, I'm out of story points, so
You can then do 2
that's it.
next turn.
Had just 1.
Isn't 1 blue? Oh yeah, no, I guess it is on me. So yeah, I'll add the blue dice.
I have a question. Would it be cheating if I gave him a boost right now since the boost just got a power up?
You guys are free to interact as you like.
Remember skeletons, but it's your guys'
I don't really know what your what your considerations of rules are, but you do know that he did seem like he kind of got a second wind of sorts there. If you want to like throw something out there on Mortis,
Nah, not right now.
I mean, you could try to heal
we'll
his
just
winded
keep that in
grip,
mind.
but
Keep it in
yeah.
their pocket there. All right.
Yeah.
All right. It's his go now. Again, because you've just bonkled him.
He still has his 2 crits though, so he can't maneuver.
3 now.
True.
Yeah, but that the 1 does not matter. The head ringer, that does not matter.
No, it's
It's
not
more
gonna
than
come up.
the number, man.
But yeah. He's at a total of plus 30, so any furthers will be more. We're just gonna clap you again. I can't modify this at all. Yeah, it's just what we're doing with unmodified dice pools. So that'll be 9, no pierce.
Okay.
Heal a strain. Oh
I
my god, please
will
give me the strain.
heal. I will take 2 wounds.
All right.
Clank.
Clank.
As I'm starting to leak like blue vapor at this point.
Yeah. You guys are both very leaky. All right, it's your go again, Mortis.
So I can aim on top of the boost die I added, correct?
Yes.
So I can get 2
the
boost
boost that you gave yourself is just
Okay.
for freebies. Whoever goes next.
Then yes, I'm going to strike with great prejudice and glorious vengeance.
I hope the rest of you are finding this entertaining. It's
Sorry.
taking slightly longer than I anticipated, but
I think we're reaching
Not-
somewhere.
necessarily worse than I thought. Gee, okay, all right.
1 boost.
No,
No, he aimed.
No, I forgot to add my 2 advantages. So
Yeah, it's one
it technically
advantage,
would have
okay.
1 advantage.
Well, that's good. So, 4 damage. Okay.
Give yourself a
So
boost
that
again.
that is total 11. Pierce 2.
Pierce 2. Do you want to just take this one on the chin, or do we want to risk one more parry?
And then I'm gonna add a boost out of my next pool.
Okay, so that would be 11 minus 4, so that would be 7. Not great, but the strain is worse, so he'll take the 11. 19 wounds. You just make a big long slash across his front.
Okay, so he's got 5 wounds left. Because I can do math.
Yeah.
Definitely 6.
No, I telegraphed it.
I
Yeah.
believe it's threshold, yeah.
Well, yeah, he has
Right.
to exceed, but he's got 5 left in his before he meets his threshold cap, so it's pretty good. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
He has less wounds than I do left, so that is good. Not by much, but
we'll just hit you again because we're in a phase where we're trading dice because we've reduced a lot of our combat
no.
ability. Yep.
nope.
Well, we're gonna heal with 2 strain. Get that back to a respectable number. 15. There we go. Now we can play with that.
I can parry again.
And no, he's actually going to eat the 2 to take a maneuver to switch to the defensive stance because he is being pressured.
That's fair.
So he will switch to so he can. That still means he has 1 more parry because he can parry for 1 less strain now. But yeah, it's he will immediately spend it to get his blocking stance up.
I will aim and press forward.
Something like that you won't.
Well, I'll heal 2 strain and add a boost die next turn.
All right.
My strain is actually fine. It's my wounds that are looking a
I
little
don't think you can stab.
dicey.
The main thing is just you can't use your strain.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I mean, technically use a 2 to give yourself targeted boost and then 1 boost to yourself. So 1 boost to the next person going, but that's tantic, though.
I mean, he's just helping his strain threshold out. It's
Yeah.
perfectly fine that way. Okay, so we're just rolling the yer with our perp or serps.
At this point, we are literally just swinging at each other. Oh, okay. I'm gonna activate. I'm gonna use a story point to activate my shield's quality.
Probably a good idea because that would be 10 pierce 2, and then
Sure.
he could crit.
Yeah, but with the parry activation, he cannot crit
Yeah, because he doesn't do
because
any damage.
I take nothing.
Oh, yeah,
All right, so he will spend the triumph to
would
upgrade his
total
next check,
exactly
but he has
nothing.
2 threats there. Do you wish to give yourself a free maneuver or cause some strain, something like that? Give him.
I'm gonna cause him
black
2
die.
strain.
Yeah. Okay. 19 strain. Well, that means that parrying's out of the question now.
Yep, that's why I did it.
I kind of figured.
You know what? Because it doesn't mean much at this point. I'm going to drop my shield
All right.
and just double hand swing.
Your shield let out kind of like a magnetic bonkle.
Yeah.
Why are you spending a story point, X?
Dallas uses point for his thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
'Cause
right,
I did.
yes.
No, I
Very good
actually doing the right thing. Jesus
advantage.
Christ.
Maybe you can't disarm. You have to hit him for that, don't you?
No, I'm going to
You can disarm
heal a strain, give myself a boost die next time.
You could
Can I
spend 3 to
see
make an
where
investigation.
his gravestone is?
Yeah, it's you assume that it is the marker that is because he
Yeah.
came to you probably like a good, half dozen paces behind him.
I teleport to his gravestone, and then I point my hand at him, and I do the rock come get me motion.
All right. Okay.
Why didn't you just knock his sword out of his hand?
Because I can't.
Yes, you can. It just takes 3 advantage.
Wait, you can?
Yes.
Yeah, that's on the table.
I literally asked that like a moment ago.
Oh, then I'll do that and teleport.
All right, instead of heal out strain. Okay, so yeah.
There's
drops his
literally no
sword.
point to healing strain for me. I'm at 2 strain.
Like, I posted the chart of what you can do
No,
earlier.
that's true.
Yeah.
Sorry, there are a lot of dash rolls in between that.
This is true. There are a lot of dice rolls. Okay, all right. So you don't get your free maneuver. He cannot suffer enough strain in order to do anything
Nope.
to actually do it. So
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. It's like,
I know.
Guess if I just turn to pick up the sword.
I mean, he could just try and. It's not going to go well. He could just try and beat Dallas to death with his bare hands.
I mean,
but
Mortis did drop a shield.
unfortunately, he can't switch his grips easily. He'll just downgrade his action to a maneuver and pick up his sword. And just kind of stare burningly at you.
I will basically push off and
Yeah.
come at him.
So you're going to re-engage and smack. Getting slightly more DBZ here.
Yes. Because it's awesome.
Don't forget, he does have the 3 defense this time.
Yeah.
Because he's got his defensive stance.
Oh, so he keeps his stance even if he drops his weapon. Okay.
Yeah, it's just what he resets to.
Gotcha.
big damage.
Yeah, that
Dumb
might
one.
be- it might be game over. Okay, that's
That is 12 damage.
with a pierce of 2. So he takes 4 off that. So that becomes 8. Right? My crazy
Yep.
pills?
No, 4.
Yeah, no. Okay,
8.
so that would mean, well, 19 plus 8 is 27. That's way over his win threshold. So yeah, as you kick off from his gravestone, you go in for a big, sweeping 2-handed strike and just kind of, slash him clean through. And there's like a beat, and he kind of, stands there still for a second, and then just kind of does the really dramatic slow drop sword, crumple to one knee, reach up a hand, and then collapses and just kind of as mist flies away.
And then at this point, I'm going to collapse because I'm almost dead.
All right.
As I'm at 12 wounds.
I will rush over.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Let's see here. You got 2 crits on you, don't you?
Yeah, I have 2 crits and 12 wounds.
Hang on, this might take a couple casts.
Yeah, I'm out. My strain, fine.
Let's see here. I gotta double check the modifier for healing crits.
Well, they're handling that. Omega, are they? Is the knight just, or I guess, is the Wraith just kind of just on the ground as a pile of armor now?
There's no armor. He kind of like turns into, well, I say there's no armor. There's some stuff there. He kind of like turns into like dust or mist that kind of whooshes away. You do notice that kind of where he collapsed, like, in front of this monument with some mossy names etched into it. He does appear to have left some things behind, kind of in a little pile.
Axe, you don't get to run up and live them. We will let the winner of the
No,
fucking
I
fight.
wasn't. I was just curious what was there.
Yeah.
To be fair, this is not where I thought
those
this was
horses
going
you
as
first
far
look
as
at
loot
anyway.
goes.
Mhm.
I thought this was going to be how I got my horse.
Well, it might be. You don't know.
That's true.
I'm gonna read the gravestone, I guess.
Oh, that's fine. Go for that.
All right. You have to brush some moss and stuff away.
Let's see here. Do I have to?
What's the wound threshold again?
Okay.
What, for you?
No, the base wound threshold.
It depends on your race, actually, your species.
Oh, right.
So for
Construct,
constructs,
I
it's
think
probably like
I think it's like 10 base. and then,
it's
like,
10
brawn.
plus your brawn.
starting brawn. Yeah.
So.
3, 2.
Oh yeah, I was 3 wounds away from death.
Well, heal 5
well.
and remove 1 critical.
Well,
Okay.
not death necessarily, but
Well,
Unconsciousness.
yeah,
Passing out and taking a free crit, that would be bad.
yeah.
yeah.
I'd say it wouldn't be bad, but
Did you hear me, Dallas? Though?
Yes, down to 7 wounds.
All right. Well, let's get one more heal out there.
You see that there, Leona, as you're brushing away, you see that there are 2 names kind of etched there.
That's 3 wounds and 1 strain and a crit.
Whoops. Type me.
Okay, well, my crits are gone, and my strain is actually now completely healed.
You okay with that many wounds, or do you want another one?
I can use one of my potions. I would be very comfortable with one. 4 is a lot of wounds.
Well, hang on. It'll be fast for me to heck in.
Okay.
Like I said, I know you can't heal yourself normally, so
Yeah.
I'm okay with.
Yeah, he has to use mechanicums for it.
Yeah. So no.
Whoop, not like that, you're not gonna.
No, okay. Nope.
Can I make a mechanics check on myself to heal?
Yeah, yeah.
I'll do
As you
that.
guys are healing and Leona's examining them, is a slight rustling, a rumbling, as from around one of the nearby copses of trees, what you thought was just some screening moss actually stands up, and there is a tall figure cloaked in, a green cloak interwoven with leaves, wearing a wooden mask with little wooden antlers on it. Piercing green eyes are visible inside, and they've got a big walking stick. And this person, this giant, because they are like 12 feet tall, actually kind of, sidles over to you guys. Says in common, "Good day, travelers." Kind of a deep, rich female voice. Slight accent that I probably can't do. Kind of holds up a hand. Porter, you see a kind of a clasp holding this cloak over their body. There is the sign of the horned circle.
Oh.
Is that a good or bad thing?
Yeah, that's
a good
one
thing.
of Vernus' symbols.
Yeah, that
Okay.
means this is a giant of Aren. This is not one of the foul betrayers.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. I
Kind of got
just
flowers.
horn circle,
in her,
honestly, entomologically can go either way.
Just
Let's
kind of,
see. What is an epithet for a giant?
Landstrider.
No.
Strider.
Well, there were.
You would guess from the appearance this one is a forest kin.
I shall call them Forest Sister.
Well met in the name of the Earthman. I am Orlais Glasgow. This is a curious thing you have done and seen today. Do you know the legend of this hilltop?
Not fully.
I must confess, it is not one I know.
So she kind of folds out one of her arms and has a little sensor. Kind of sets it on the ground. Well, then, if you do not mind taking a moment while your friend rests, let us speak of what happened here.
I give a thumbs up.
I am a fellow believer in the Magna Mater. I have walked these lands to grow the trees since the mountains were young, and the trees were all sprouts. So she kind of puts some fragrant herbs in there and causes some smoke, which turns into special effects for flashback scene. Kind of, but not really. And she kind of, gestures with one big hand over towards the monument where Leona is kind of standing and says, "As you might see, that spirit you saw, though much diminished, was once a young man known as Jacques. He was born in a village not too far from here. A blacksmith's apprentice, but the illegitimate son of a noble. He was not content with his place in life, and threw himself into practicing his art of forging. He studied the ways of the dwarfs, the elves, and even my kindred, forging many blades and armors. To a hilltop not too far from here, she kind of points, and like I said, little smoke swirls, forms the image of a hill with some tall figures standing on it. He wandered to meet my kindred to learn from them. There he met a giant maiden, Signy Spear Sister, and they fell in love. She had a spear made from a piece of the sea of stars which fell to earth, cloaked in white feathers, and peerless in combat. For all his studies, Jacques could never best her in the spar, so he threw himself into learning her techniques and crafting armor for her. He even began to study the runes. But when the dark scion fell to earth, she whispered into the hearts of my kindred. She spoke of a new creation where they would rule over the weak and small. She whispered to the hilltop giants north of here, and they set out to demolish human settlements in iron and flame. Of them, only a few objected, and one of them was Signy Spear Sister. She contracted her mortal lover through secret means and went to meet him in a darkling wood, but she was betrayed and slain by her own kind. Her blood was spilt and her spear was broken. It is said that Jacques himself found her there, her cloak stained red with blood, and swore vengeance, and became known as Jacques Giant's Bane. He served in this battle and many more besides. Though many times he was said to be slain, his sword and his piercing gaze would rise again to plague the giants. Even I, who have walked since the seas were small and the sun was young, do not know if he is finally at rest. And she'll kind of turn and look at Mortis. Nor do I know why he seemed focused on you, sir. Maybe in some other life, some past time, you had done something to offend him. Or maybe he simply sought a worthy challenger.
I wish
But
I had.
I hope-
Sorry.
Okay.
I wish
No,
I had
finish it.
answers to that, but my own past is shrouded in mystery to me.
Well,
But
thank you for
whatever.
humoring me with this little story of time. There are many things in the past that you young ones do not know. Keep your eye on stars and smoke and look for portents to come. That will let you know where it is time for you to go next, as you have much to do. If you wish to know more of me and my people, travel west to Voladora Isle, where sea, stone, and sky meet. You will find some interesting things there, I think. She gestures under the grave. I would warn you of one of them. The sword that Jacques Giant Bane carried. It is a symbol of violence and revenge against my kind. Wield it cautiously. But for you, fellow traveler, she kind of shakes at one of her wrists and unpins a little bracelet of shield charms. Little wooden shields made from all different bits and bark all over Saphira. And she kind of holds it out to drop it into your hands, Porter.
Oh, I'll accept this gratefully.
All right. She says, and you most of all, fellow speaker of the earth, walk with the protection of the mother of root and stone. When the time comes, we may speak again. Remember, Voladora Isle. And then she'll just kind of, trot away, shaking the ground slightly as she walks. Because she's a giant and she's fast, even when she's walking.
No. As she leaves, I will just kind of get up and bow to her.
Yeah. Kind of respectfully nods her masked face back at you. She leaves the sensor, by the way.
Ryahn waves.
Is that the one with the Witch Academy on it?
No.
Okay.
Other direction.
No.
Making sure.
We gotta go west. We're heading,
south right now.
Yeah.
You might
Oh,
circle back
okay.
around later. All right. Hey,
wonder-
so, Porter,
wonder if
one,
the
you've got a
Emperor,
magic
like-
implement now.
Oh, sick.
Yep. Shield charm bracelet. When casting, you can add additional target, divine health, and exclude without increasing the difficulty. When you successfully cast Augment Barrier or heal spells targeting another character, you may choose to heal 1 wound, or they may heal 2 strain.
Oh, neat.
It does not up your base damage, but does give you some extra utilities. And obviously, it's a bracelet, so.
Yeah. Divine health and exclude.
Exclude as in the alteration effect.
Perfect. And additional target. Neat.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to jot that down.
It is little rings of wooden shields made with bark chips from all over Saphira.
But yes, no. Porter will also be taking a moment to jot down that story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I assume that's the traditional spelling of Jux.
I posted it earlier.
Yes.
Okay.
Jux, Giant's Bane, and
Between
Signy
some
Spear
dice
Sister.
rolls.
Okay, so you got some loot. There's 4 things here. Feel free to, as usual, divide them any which way you want, except for the one that I know that Dallas is going to take.
Or just at least assess what they are.
You
That's
guys have
fair.
enough range, or not range, rules to know what it is. So I'll just post it all for you, and I will describe it for the audio listeners as well. So you've got Lamanacer, the giant slaying blade.
Awesome.
So this is a bastard sword, a hand and a half sword. It's a melee light weapon with some stats. It's reinforced, but also, hey, remember how you talked about two-handing it? You can two-hand it.
Holy
that
mother
switches
of
it to melee
God.
heavy, but gives it sunder and vicious. Also, if you're attacking a giant, you get accurate 2, and you get boosts on coercion checks against giants, but setback dice to charm checks because you are wielding a scary sword for killing giants. Also, I say it's a sword. What it actually is also is technically it's Signy Spear Sister's spear tip. When you break the haft of a spear for a giant, it becomes a sword for a man.
No, that's fair.
It's a giant's blade turned to a human
Yeah,
blade.
so it's...
I understand why Omega said something earlier, as I've already read a thing. I want the gauntlets, by the way.
I might have to fight you for those.
No, well then you're gonna give me the fucking... No. You got the... How much loot have I picked up? Also, you already have gauntlets on your damn thing.
Well, yeah, so funnily enough, before you bought the gauntlets, I would say this could go either way. They are not necessarily supposed to be for either of you. Either one of you can take them, basically. Obviously, with the ice effect, it matches him, but also with the impact, it matches Porter.
Okay, then I'll take the fucking whistle then, with the skeletal horse.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's here.
I guess
No,
I get nothing then.
I see that.
Yeah.
So there is the crowspun cloak. That was his cloak.
Mhm.
It is a black coat trimmed with corvid feathers, spun with black wool. It looks like it's mixed with pine resin and lamp black to stain it and waterproof it.
It's just hit me, but I think wearing this in the glasses, Leona would just look like fucking Alina the Crow.
Yeah, kind of. You're accidentally getting a little bit of a bird theme if you take this. Obviously, it probably benefits you the best, but there's wiggle room here. While wearing the cloak, you get a boost die to stealth checks and remove a black die due to environmental conditions like it being cold or wet or something, and you get +1 range defense. Also, while you're wearing the cloak and when you're falling or jumping, you can suffer 2 strain to glide until the end of the round. You can fly but can't increase your height.
That's cool.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah. There's a horse whistle in here.
I don't think anyone's going to object to me taking the sword and the whistle.
I mean, I do not wish something that makes people think ill of me, so...
Yeah.
Like, Verna does have a thing for giant slaying, but Porter aims to be friends who one and all.
No, and honestly, the reason I'm more attached to it is you said this was Signy's spear.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Her spear first. That does technically, by the way, mean it is made of metallic iron. Meteoric iron, sorry. Because it fell from the stars. It's cool.
Yeah.
Basically, the hilt is like a little bit long for a normal one-handed sword, but there's like a piece of ribbon, white ribbon wrapped around the base because under that ribbon, the sword is just a broken haft. There's no like pommel cap.
Really good sword, actually.
Yeah, honestly, the only thing the gauntlets actually do for me is give me add ice. No, because I would have to replace my magic implement, which already adds +2 damage.
All right, yeah.
Yep.
I guess
So all it does is.
What I want to say with the gauntlets of the hidden
ice.
rune, which are made of black iron gauntlets and covered in mysterious blank runestones, these are a special item that is hidden. the rune is hidden. And eventually, depending on which one of you decided to pick them up, which I think it will be Porter, the hidden rune will be uncovered and they'll change into something else when I decide they will. They're an evolving piece of gear. For now, they're a brawl weapon, which gives you +1 damage crit for, which again, technically is worse than the hardened gauntlets Mortis already ended up with, because those are +2. Though they do have defensive 1, disorient, and linked 1, because it's a pair. Also, they're reinforced. You can't break them.
Punch rush.
Yeah, they're reinforced and linked 1. They can't break them. It's linked 1 because there's 2 of them. But they're also a magic implement. It's +2 base damage, and you get to add close combat, ice, and impact. And a hidden power sleeps within them. And then, yes, Svartifax's song is just a horse call, shaped like a horseshoe, made of jet.
I'm guessing the horse's name is Svartifax.
Yes. And basically, you can blow the call as an incidental to summon or dismiss a skeletal seed, which is engaged with you, which let me grab that stat block, because you probably want to know that.
Jesus, the sword.
I'm happy that in one moment I got 2 magic implements for...
Well, I said this at the end of the Corey adventure. I was like, that's not all the loot drops I have designed for you yet. And I know you were hurting for implements there, buddy.
Everything for combat and healing.
And you can technically wear both at the same time. You can't benefit from both at the same time, but one is a bracelet and one is gauntlets.
I guess you can alternate depending.
Oh man, exclude. I can't just start putting corrosive atmosphere everywhere and being like, ha ha.
Laminasir. Or to be Laminasar.
But yeah, just to ask, would anyone else want to like put the claim on the cloak?
No.
Nah, go ahead.
All right.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
activate drip.
If it wasn't magic, I would definitely want to claim it, because that is my aesthetic to a T, but it's magical, so you would probably get a benefit for it.
All right, we have activated drip souls. Anyway, there's a skeletal steed stat line.
Spoiler: I will now take my experience and use it on the Cavalier talent.
Yeah. You are now a horse boy.
I can now jump of less fear. I can now jump at things I can glide.
You're also sneakier, and it retains your range stuff. I think you're looking for.
Is it replacing armor, or does it go on top of it?
It is not armor. It is a special item, a cloak. So yeah.
Reinforced means it can't break, right?
Yes, reinforced means it cannot be sundered.
I know 3 range defense.
And when you wield it two-handed, it gains extra qualities, but it's still pretty good.
It technically has... Oh, no, now I have more damage. Right, because, spoiler, I'm going to be attuning myself to this.
Yeah, I figured.
So it now has +6 damage.
I should keep the silver sword just in case for, like, ghosts or something.
Yeah, because against undead and demons, it's better.
Just so long as you keep your encumbrance accounted for.
I mean, that's my only piece of gear, so...
Encumbrance on this? No, so let me double-check.
There's no encumbrance on the whistle, I'm assuming.
No, yeah, it's free. It should be 0. The cloak and the gauntlet should also be E0. Let's see, what is a great sword's encumbrance?
It's a bastard sword, though.
Still like +4 damage.
It's a giant's bastard sword.
Let me actually see what the difference is. So that's E right there. Okay, so it's E3 for a great sword, and then for a normal sword, it's E. Okay, we can split the difference. We can say it's E2. I didn't realize there was such a split there. Yeah, so it's 2 encumbrance for the Laminus there.
Light outlay.
Yeah. And then I just shouldn't talk to giants, basically. Well, it's only while wielding it, so I just shouldn't draw it.
Wait, don't you have an athame as well? Shouldn't that be in your gear somewhere?
Yes, you did pick up the Dragon Bone Athame, but I don't think you're
I'll take it off your hand.
super keen on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no reason for me to use it.
I think you just wanted it because it was bone.
It was.
I don't know that I took it because I didn't write it down.
Yes, you said that you would hold on to it for the moment because nobody else particularly wanted it really badly.
I don't need it.
Yeah, I wanted the Dragon Bone Mask. That's what I took.
Which you do.
Which just gives me an intimidate.
It's worked in your armor now.
That just gives me an intimidate check, right? What did that give again? Sorry.
It makes it harder for people to resist your fear checks, which
Yeah,
you
fear.
may or may not end up actually causing fear checks. You can cause them with spells, or you might take the knowing you might take the Dark Knight Speculator, which does give you a fear rating.
Yeah, that was my idea behind it.
Yeah, so it makes it harder.
It's just a part of my armor.
Your scariness. Yeah, it's just built in now. So that's basically the bottom of my notes there. That was a little bit longer than I was thinking, but I feel like we enjoyed that dramatic conflict. That said, I do have some things for you guys to discuss for where you want to go next. And if you guys want to go home and rest after your long day out, as you have fought both a dragon and a ghost knight today.
Mortis would like to go. Mortis would like to rest.
Have a little bit of a lie down.
I also need to make a mechanics check on myself.
Do you actually didn't Porter hit you with another spell?
Yeah, I did.
No, it didn't do anything.
Yet?
No,
I did. I cast one after that.
How much
spell
did that do?
Heal 3.
Yeah, 3.
Okay, I'm still gonna do the mechanics check on myself just to see if I can get that last 1 point.
You would heal it if you rest naturally.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, I guess that's fine.
Time to take a rest. You guys show back up at the pub, the stone table. Slightly more dripped out than when you left.
Oh my god, this is a Lord of the Rings reference. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sword facts.
Well, also, hey, guess what? J.R.R. Tolkien just translated from, I think, Icelandic.
Yeah.
So Svartalf's song is just, it's like Shadowfax.
It's Shadowfax.
Yeah. Only he's a spooky skeleton horse.
This is Shadowfax post Return of the King.
Ghost horse. Not a thunder horse yet, sadly.
No.
Or a dragon horse.
Oh, you have to wait a while on that one. This one was easy. This is a construct, so he just gets to summon it.
I know.
Mortis completed his class quest and he got his mount drop.
Yeah, no, this was my mount quest.
I think like an hour ago, I think I was gonna make a joke. This is like, I guess we're just doing Mortis' character quest right now.
Yeah, kind of. I designed it to be a little featuring on him. Don't worry.
I mean, you could have come in, but I think we probably would have gotten company.
Yeah.
But Mortis was not going to ask for assistance in a duel.
I had plans if you guys. I don't usually assume that you guys are going to be dicks about anything in particular, but if you guys decided, and I can save in my notes. I remember a couple of sessions ago, not weeks ago, there was that concern about making sure that like Diantha was guarded, for instance, and like that conversation about she'll be perfectly safe. In my notes, I did actually have it a possibility that during that time, the Wraith Knight of Jacques could have come along and like kidnapped her to force the conflict, but because of the way the session was paced, I was like, nah, skip it. It's fine.
What do you have to feel about this whole thing? Because she's probably like enchanted by this whole event.
Oh yeah, no. You guys all said you wrote it down. She definitely wrote it down. Maybe not the duel between Sir Mortis and Sir Jacques, but
that
like
was like a solid like.
She might turn the story of him and Signy, Spear Sister, into like a really somber, but also very sappy love song later.
Yeah. Mortis does feel a kind of kinship with Jacques, considering they beat the shit out of each other.
That was the point. There was supposed to be some bonding there. Also, once again, guys, can you tell I watched a lot of Dark Souls lore videos?
Yes, yes, I can.
Technically I had this all written before I was playing Elden, but we do be here.
Oh, that reminds me, I gotta buy Elden Ring.
Never mind.
So, basically for your travel, and we can say the day goes on, so Mortis can get his wound back, and you guys get paid your 3K total. You can split it amongst yourselves. Split it 4 ways.
Just like 70.
And it's 750 exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
In case that influences any of your further spending, and then basically for me to write the next bit, I have to ask you where you guys would like to go next. So you've taken, half a day. You can probably fit another day into your downtime in Superbia. So basically, you've got your pick. You'll be moving closer overall towards the Principality of Valeto and also around Argenti, the capital of the League, but both cities are technically out of your way now. you basically have 2 routes to pick from your journey to Venitus. It should take you about 5 or 6 days, about 5-ish days in your current pace, because you have a horse and a cart. Which would mean you'd be there like, what did I say? You have what, 2 weeks? We'll check my notes here. It's been a little bit. Yes, you have about 2 weeks to make it there. You spent the 3 days only, technically ending on like today, so it was like 2.5 days. So if you take 5 days, that's 8 out of 14. So you'll be there almost a week early. So you have plenty of time to kill in Superbia if you like.
Well,
a day and then,
you say
like,
we're getting
2 weeks.
$750 each, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ryahn, I'm giving you $700 because I owe you that much.
Okay.
So that debt is paid.
Do I owe anyone anything?
I don't think so.
I don't
I don't
think
think
so.
so.
No, I think we managed to work out your
I
money
think you need
last
this
time.
money though, so you could do something else.
No, I'm. This is just the money I need to have actual money because now I have 756 gold.
I
I was
believe last time
completely
we
broke.
juggled craftsmanship and stuff he could actually afford his.
Yeah, no, I
his
remember I
armor. It
gave
just,
him my cut of the gym money because I really wasn't
Yeah.
that bothered.
I think people gave me like incidental like 10 and
yeah to make
15
it so you weren't
stuff
completely dead
places.
broke.
Yeah.
yeah.
I know you now you do.
But basically, there's two routes for you to go, and I will pitch it to you thusly. One route is basically leans a little closer towards Argenti. You give Violetto a wide berth. You move through several of Superbia's border towns to cross an area called the Silver Valley. It's a big, large open space with a kind of a natural buffer to the Argenti territory. It's got a slope that grows a lot of cotton and plants that produce dyes as part of Venitus territory, and the other half grows, cash crops. While there's occasionally, comments of it being haunted by ghost spirits or fae, it'll still take you the full 5 to 6 days, but it should be, wide open, easy to travel. And basically, if you want to pick that route through the Silver Valley, that's I just refix the random encounter table and we just go straight on through to Venitus. If you guys want to do basically an extra little dungeony bit, you guys can go closer to Violetto territory through the area known as the Mudra Narrows, which is spelled like this because I have an obsession with names. And you go through a series of marshy gaps between high and narrow ridges, which form the natural border of the territory. And then basically you got to go up a ridge known as the Boa Summit. And basically that's got a fork. On one half is the Duchy of Venitus and has the fortress city of Barbicane, which has a garrison and is known for its large security garrison, but also some very squalid districts, a lot of wealth disparity. But on the other side, across a bridge, on the other side of the mountain is Lamentier Tower, which is used to be a prison for enemies of the principality, but was cursed for some bad stuff that happened. And now the only people that live there is a very small sect of priests of Karka. So this route would be shorter by a day, but basically you have to go through either a city with some stuff or a spooky dungeon with some stuff. And so if you want to take some extra encounters, you can go that route. Or we can just go through the Silver Valley and be like, nah, let's go to Venitus already.
How do you guys feel?
I'm personally for the valley. Let's say
You guys are pretty well ahead of schedule.
Like
as a person, I would much rather go to the spooky dungeon, but as a character, it doesn't make much sense when we're on an escort mission.
Yeah.
I'm kind of on this.
Like we shouldn't go asking for trouble and walking through an area like that. Well,
basically, trust me, trouble will still find you. There will be plot hooks in Venitus. I am brewing many a thing.
I might as well have time for that then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I want as little trouble on the road as possible.
No, yeah. Character-wise, Mortis would insist to go to
Silver Valley.
Silver Valley because
I would probably agree with the decision.
Just asking for trouble to go to the place named yeah.
You don't want to go to the former political prison that is now a cursed ruin?
No.
I mean, I think he does, but
I mean, I do.
I would
Dallas
like-
does.
Dallas
I would like
does.
to be,
Mortis
I would
is like,
to be,
nah.
oh, yes. Leona's inner, like, inside of, like, wanting to do cool loot things is, like, I'd like to meet Fantasy Dantes, but that's a different time.
I mean, technically, we've gotten plenty of like of sweet loot.
Mortis is like, no, that's stupid. Dallas is like, yes, that's stupid. Let's do it.
Internally, there's never enough loot, but externally, you're right.
You got to remember that one of Leona's 2 specs is thief. She has sticky fingers. Ryahn, any thoughts on your end about the travel plans?
I generally agree with everyone. Like, Ryahn is not generally predisposed to go spooky places. So
Damn it!
now, if there's a library there, maybe then you never know. But
it's a cursed ruin.
yeah,
It's like if it's like the Duke's Archives for sure.
No, it was cursed.
it goes
And now it's-
political prison. Oh, that sounds like a pretty horrible place. It's now a spooky ruin. Oh, that's even worse.
That place sounds like it sucks. What if I told you it double sucks? And then the other side of there's like a mountain valley with or canyon with a bridge between it. The other side is a border city in the Principality of Valeto with a big, guard garrison there, full of grubby people who are poor. And you have a lot of cash. Well, some of you have a lot of cash. All right. Okay. Sounds like you guys are going to go to the Silver Valley, so I will just refresh my random encounter tab, and we'll just have, on the road adventures.
On the road again.
As I said, and Lucky linked earlier, the Venitus section is already written. It's pretty lengthy because Venitus, I think, will be the single biggest city you guys will have been to so far. It's very large.
Oh,
but
that's
in
the
that
spot on my
case,
damn monitor. What the fuck? I thought that was a comma that wasn't deleting.
no, you've got a smudge.
God damn it!
I like to do some shopping.
hate when
but
that happens,
yeah.
Yeah, right. I got a couple smudges. I should wipe this off
Yeah, where's it
on my older monitor anyway. My newer, shinier monitor is new and shiny.
But yeah, no, I'm broke, so I'm not gonna be doing any shopping really. So I'm ready. My character's ready to go anytime.
It's like one thing I wanted to try to get.
Okay.
It's Silkweed, which is 400-3, which in the city it's 400-2.
Yep.
Which is it?
I believe
If I'm
this
just
one is
paying the
minus
direct
1.
price. If it's
No, it's 0, 1, 2, 3. Remember?
it's still like easy.
Yeah.
Let me see. I think probably find silk here. I said there's a lot of trade because there's a lot of good roads.
It's like
So
specific
yes.
Silkweed, so it's like
Yeah, you could find a way to get that modifier on there.
The number doesn't matter unless I'm just paying the full price.
How much do these gauntlets weigh?
E0.
Yeah, they should be E0. They're just gloves.
Oh, okay.
I could be like E1, but I can double check, but I'm pretty sure Akestis is also. Punching weapons. Where's my table? No, okay. Akestis is E1? Yeah, so it would be E1.
All right. Honk. Oh. And what was the name of the island?
Voladora Isle.
Volador.
I can spell that for you if you don't got that.
Voladora. Voladora. Here I go again.
Somebody wants to roll geography on that, they can.
I will.
All right, that'll be an average check.
That's a lot of
Okay.
success, but threat.
Your memory might be a little fuzzy, but you're pretty sure she sits in the west, right? Yeah, makes sense. That isle is known as either the Giant's Island or the Flying Castle. It's off the west coast of the Polis League, technically in the Shade Sea, though not very far offshore. And you remember that it was basically built by a giant to give his people a place to stay. He piled cliffs really high so that under normal circumstances, only giants could hope to climb it. but Lemurian airships could visit. So basically, the island is like got really, really tall, straight up cliffs that kind of turn into a big overhang. Very Ghibli-esque. And the stone homes of the giants that live there, the small handful, kind of resemble, ramparts from a distance. So it looks a little bit like a flying castle. And basically, during the schism, it took a lot of refugees and made a stand against the giant rebellion. So technically, the island is considered a member state of the Polis League and is recognized by the charter. So it is kind of a city-state. And it has a major airship port, so you can travel by airship to get there. If you had an airship, who knows? Maybe that'll happen.
Airships
Maybe
are
you'll
cool.
find some friends with an airship who can take you there. I don't know.
Sky Pirates! Sky Pirates, let's fucking go!
Let's go find a garland.
Okay, as long as we don't run into Mark Hamill working for the FBI.
Let's see.
I understood that reference.
Good.
Oh, yeah, but just because I might have spaced, but I did buy the thing, right?
Yeah. You can pay the basic price because you're willing to pay market price for it. I'd have a think if Silk will be available, but yes.
And how did you get this thing installed?
I wanted to buy
Average
something as
mechanics
well.
check?
I'm
Yeah, go for it.
terrible at this, so I'm gonna need one of my friends.
And what I wanted to look for was materials to make a all-in-one tool.
Indeedly. Well, I assume you know what that'll run you.
That will be, it's rarity 4, so yeah. That would be 1,250.
Well, if
Actually,
you
does
got the
anyone
cash,
actually want... Oh, sorry.
go for it.
Does anyone actually want this Savage Throwing Axe? 'Cause I'm probably not actually going to use it.
No, not really. I got going.
Like, I was thinking about it, but the Savage nature, I'm just like, no, this is going to bite me in the butt.
It already bit you in the foot.
It did.
Probably sell it to the magic shop, or just, I guess, a weapon shop.
Aren, you're going
Yes.
out. You're going out. Would you mind selling the Savage Throwing Axe for me?
Sure.
Let me see if let me see if I can pull up the fucking notes on it. Let's see here.
Hey, Mortis, can you do me a favor, or can you help me with something?
Okay, what do you need?
I need to put my shit together, and I can't.
She's just holding bundles of silk.
I assume you mean you need my mechanic skills.
Yes, I need to help. You need to help me, like,
I need your ability to sew.
and
Yeah, an
unthread
accurate
this
one
armor
for
and put
that
this
shit.
rethread this, and I put my bow back together.
What does having a magic modifier do to the sell price and rarity?
+2 rarity, but ×4 price.
Oh, there it is. It's right there. There.
It was at the bottom. I also had to look this up.
Might sell for a pretty penny.
It's would it be an average check, Omega?
Yes.
I believe it is average, yeah,
Okay.
to install a modification. And it doesn't break unless you... Okay, you got it.
Yes.
Installed.
Okay, cool, thank you.
All right, so it will be ×4, so it will be 260/3 to sell this item.
I now have
Okay.
two.
The thing is a little scary though. It is inaccurate too, but also vicious too. That's fucking scary.
I'm now kind of terrifying. I now have I have 2 defense, 4 ranged.
That would just be 1
Hey, I mean, Mortis has been chilling with like 4 or 5 melee defense, so you guys are working in your respective spheres. We'll see how it works out for you.
Yeah, I think it's actually.
You also have a boost die to stealth
I do.
and can fly. Well, can glide. All right, was that a roll to sell?
Yeah. So I believe at 4 successes that will give us.
Yeah, full price.
Full
So
price.
whatever the price of a throwing axe is ×4.
Yeah,
It's
it's
probably
260.
pretty good. Yeah, 260.
Yeah, no, throwing axe is 65/1.
Yeah, so you have sold it.
Cool. I now have cash. Thank
Hey.
you.
Cash
Cash
money.
money. And before you set out, Ryahn, do you want to attempt the check to make your all-in-one tool?
Sure, if I have time.
I mean, you guys are
Yeah.
probably not going to set out right away, and I don't have anything written for it. Like I said, I need to pull some results out of the random table and rewrite it. So we're just killing session time here.
All right.
We'll look at this done to next session.
It is.
Any further modifications, buying, selling, crafting, anything else you want to keep in mind? Go ahead.
Fucking hate you. Sorry, not you.
You better not.
Ooh,
People who use Crooked Cook. Just, that's all I have to say.
True facts.
Especially the use of right-hand shark.
I'm gonna fucking. I'll figure it out in my deck. I haven't found one yet, but I'm figuring it out.
Right.
I tweeted this earlier, but while we're killing time making rolls, I ended up in the Duelist Cup in a match of me on Labyrinth versus a guy playing Dinomorphia. It was truly the immovable object versus the unstoppable force. It ended with a connection timeout. That's why I was a little late to starting the session.
See, Siegfried just hucks his sword in Labyrinth Crumbles as well as Dinomorphia.
You only get one per turn negate, buddy. How many traps do you think I'm activating?
That's true. Well, no, if it's my turn, I have 2, because High Genghis also negates on my turn. But if it's your turn, I get 1.
Well, all right. Hey, maybe we should have a match sometime in Master Duel.
I gotta finish
usually.
getting my runic cards. The pack has been pretty decent to me. Not awful.
All right,
Is there
so let's see.
anything
You
nice
saved
that
a
I
couple
could do
hours on
this?
there, and you got some fucking results with the triumphs. Jesus,
Let's try this.
Yeah.
Magnificent.
it was a really good all-in-one.
Let's see.
You could actually do the thing where you increase the base damage, soak defense, or critical rating.
But it's all one tool. Let's
That would probably
see.
be a little awkward to track, yeah.
I mean,
I
think you should-
will go ahead and decrease the encumbrance by 1.
Fair.
And then the other one is increase the narrative benefit of this item or add a new narrative effect as approved by the GM. And I'll let you have fun with that, Omega.
Oh, okay.
It
now?
explodes.
Oh,
No.
one tool, staff of many tools, the rod of the power tool, the tool of the Leatherman, the deck
I'm
of Blacker,
fucking
so many other
surrendering. There's
names.
no point. I don't have anything out.
So let's see. Always counts as having, as a maneuver, you can change the shape. Always counts as having a great tool drop for skill checks. Retains its own encumbrance. But can match any profile of tools as weapons, gaining base damage, etc. I'm trying to think, like, what sort of interesting thing would Ryahn be looking for narratively?
Let's see.
Can you make it battery powered?
No, that's not good.
He's obviously planning on doing some vehicle construction, so maybe it's better to help him with that. Or I eventually plan to make some constructs as well, so it could be something leading in that direction.
We should make Rubik superior materials.
Let's see. Its narrative effects are basically you can do whatever tool you like. Well, remember, he picked the narrative one, not the mechanical numbers.
Oh, true.
We could also do the one where you add an item quality instead and just make it like... Actually, I don't know. Hold on. I have to check again. What are the item qualities on the AOT? Okay, it's just reinforced. And then it's got a variable skill and it's damage and critical or...
Well, he got
X.
2 triumphs, so...
Well, yeah, he spent one or spent some of the advantage to get them in there.
I spent the 2 advantage to decrease the encumbrance by 1.
Yeah.
Then
For a narrative thing, you always could do that. It always has a spark of your magic. It's just like play electric thingy to it.
I mean, it's already a magic staff.
let's say all of the one uses weapons, all the tools can get Pierce 1.
All right, that seems fair. Give it Pierce 1, so that sticks.
And then
If you still want to do the narrative one, well, that would be mechanical because then I have to come up with the qualities. I actually have an idea. if you don't mind, just for narrative purposes, maybe giving up one of the items you already have. But you have a sun stick, right?
Yep.
What if you put the sun stick in the all-in-one tool? So now it is also a flashlight.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. Flashlight.
Now you can always be carrying it.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we don't need this axe. Well, no, I still need him because I don't have an all-in-one tool yet.
So use the all-in-one tool to make you an all-in-one tool, I guess.
No, I'm gonna make my own all-in-one tool.
All-in-one tools all the way down.
I mean, that's how you make manufacturing.
I don't know how effective my crafting would be to crafting an all-in-one tool.
Well, it's a magic item, so it's based on your magic stat. So.
Oh, okay. But thematically, it'd be made out of
because
bone.
Ryahn made it with Arcana, it's covered in like runes and spell glyphs and stuff. Has lots of glowing. I was gonna say blue, but actually he's from Rubia, so probably glowing red lines.
Yep.
You don't know why the Red Tower taught you to make everything red, but they said it goes faster.
Or it's electric.
No, red makes it go faster.
Has to do something with the rules. That's all they said.
Yellow makes it.
The dean of the Red Tower casts spells 3 times as fast as a regular wizard.
Have you ever seen a purple wizard from the Red Tower? No, you haven't, have you?
Actually, that would be. Now I have to come up with an item to stick that on. That would be pretty funny to give you the ability to cast like 3 spells in a round or something.
There was a purple wizard once, but they were really, really, really on fire.
I've never thought about purple fire before.
Venitus is associated with blue or indigo, so bards are often probably very blue. And they're the weird ones, just like blue mages.
Well, that is all the crafting I have to do, so.
Anybody else? Anything you going on?
No. I bought all my stuff last time.
About quick question. How long is our travel time between here and
So to Venitus, you've got, because of your faster pace, about 5 days.
What are you guys gonna do about food on the road? Do we have are there any ends, waypoints, way stations along the way?
It is a fairly populated valley, so you should be able to find either roadside inns or more travelers' checkpoints to step in,
Okay, because I only got enough, I redid all the food that I'm carrying on me right now. I got enough for 2 full days of meals, literally. And after that, it's dungeon rations. So unless you guys want me to buy more food so I can keep you well fed, or you want to live off dungeon rations, or you just want to hoof it from waypoint to waypoint.
Because I will warn you, you're going to be traveling through farmland. That does make it harder to forage for food because that's somebody else's food.
We should probably then make a stockpile then.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind chipping in some to pay for some more food for the journey.
Well, tell me what kind of food you want. Because right now, like I said, I did this earlier, but I'm now doing my food on meals it can make, and right now we have. Let me pull it up here. We have 2 chili meal sets, which are usually dinners, 2 pork bun sets, which are usually for lunches, and 2 flapjack and egg sets, which are breakfasts. Oh, griddle.
What about second breakfast?
You can pay for second breakfast.
No, so I just said that to say that. I just said it to say it.
I forgot they're called griddle cakes. I was trying to remember what the fuck they were called.
You can,
Okay,
much like real life, pancakes, aka flapjacks, aka griddle cakes, aka there's 50 different names. You can call them whatever you like.
AKA inferior waffles.
Don't say that to your cooker.
Honestly, waffles are better than pancakes. That's just a fact.
It depends if you've got a really good waffle.
That's true. Bad waffles are awful.
Having eaten a lot of frozen waffles in my time, they're very mid.
Oh god, frozen waffles aren't even food.
But in the icebox though, because I'm assuming that since it's a whole bunch of sets, each meal set I make, which is gonna feed like 5 to 6 people, is each 1E, and I'm like I already have 6 meals already, so I can only like carry like 4 more meals worth of stuff. But with hitting ends and stuff, like if we have at least like 3 days to hold us over between places, we should be okay. So
Yeah.
If you want, I can just load up on another chili pork bunk and griddle cakes, or I can come up with something else.
Ryan's always partial to sarnies for lunch, so
Get some sarnies? Yeah, we'll do some sarnies. That'll be some meat,
Get some
cheese,
bread. Get some local bread.
Yeah. I'll put together some prices on that. So I'll go with 1 sarnies. Does anyone want to do anything different for a breakfast? Like we can do, oats and milk. It's very simple, but very hearty and filling. I mean, oats and fruits, excuse me. There'll probably be some milk involved.
let's see, what would Ryan likes what we do for breakfast. So let's see, what do you want for dinner?
You guys are heading, more southerly, more so maybe not the spicy chilies, but something more, spring-like, refreshing, crisp.
Probably do a thing most of us can't do: eat a salad.
Something. Well, I was thinking maybe like a Caesar salad type dinner.
Well, like we can do a salad in the meal, but I guess
Mortis feels like he has very little to contribute to this conversation.
I mean, you could do the classic soup and salad.
A soup and salad? Yeah, we can do a salad. I mean, a soup.
Maybe a cold served soup.
Oh, what kind of a gazpacho?
There's a couple. Gazpacho is, I think, one of the most famous ones.
Yes.
Being cold.
There's also borscht.
Let's see here. Let me pull it up here. What do we got here? Yeah, gazpacho.
Isn't borscht a soup?
Borscht is
Yes.
a soup. It's
beet soup.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I'm finding a lot of gazpacho recipes here.
Gazpacho is a very good soup,
Yeah, let's go with gazpacho and salad,
especially in the summertime.
and with some rolls on the side, so you can get some carbs.
I gotta be honest. Right now, the thought of eating gazpacho disgusts me because it's like 50 degrees.
Yeah, you want a warm soup.
Oh wait, it's 50 degrees where you are? You're lucky.
Yeah, it's been fucking cold lately.
I
Yeah.
can't talk right now. It's
Okay, now
warmer.
it's
It's
36.
it's only it's a mere 58 degrees and cloudy here.
Yeah, but Omega, you gotta think. I
swamp.
live in California.
What are you guys
This
talking
is
about?
like
Oh, you
alien
live in a
weather.
fucking desert. You're
What are you guys
cold.
talking about? Water's starting to freeze outside for me.
Yeah, but you're used to that shit.
I mean, I just don't go outside.
Anyway,
Let's
okay.
see
Yes,
here.
Anyway.
the salads and the gazpacho recipe is probably very appropriate. Lots of
Alright.
fresh greens available here.
So I'm gonna need an assortment
Spring-
of greens,
spring
some
greens,
garlic.
vegetables.
I'll put together I won't worry about it right now, but I'm pretty sure I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
enough to do it. But yeah, so I'll put together some sarnies, some gazpacho and salad with bread. And for breakfast, did anyone do anything different?
I think
I mean-
everybody likes the griddle cakes.
You
Yeah.
guys want more griddle cakes? All right.
Yep.
I guess we
Like,
just need something
Mortis
different
feels like
other
he
than
cannot
them, I guess.
really direct this kind of conversation.
I mean, do you taste things?
Very
kind of.
slightly.
Hmm.
It's
He
why I
likes it
like
spicy.
more. It's why I like more spicy things because it can taste it better.
You should make his flapjack with
Pepper.
yeah, pepper. Put pepper.
I think that's why I like the goblin chili because it actually tasted like something.
That just means I'm gonna have to get some some hot spicy bits just to put in his serving.
Get some demon peppers.
No, we gotta go to hell. We gotta get that hell water.
Yeah.
Yeah, Porter wants the hell water. I'm still not quite sure how to work that one out, but we'll have to get there
I
eventually.
just have to go to fucking hell.
Maybe if you just do a
Little boy going to hell.
do a gift for Dio, she'll just give us a pot of hell water.
Listen, I'm going to seduce a succubus one day. Don't think I won't.
I mean, that isn't all your list of to-do lists, so I'm not surprised.
Oh, Omega, I also have to give you a name, just related to my character.
All right, let's see.
Hold on, where did I put it?
Yes, Loth. Demon Girl Bathwater got me. I was gonna make a comment, but other chatting about stuff.
Let's see here.
How do I spell this word? I'm gonna try.
But let me write it down. So griddle cakes will be easy. That'll just be milk, eggs, flour, salt, some syrup.
All right, that'll go in my notes.
It's for my motivation.
Yes.
And let's see here. Ceremonies will just be bread, meat, cheese, greens. Do we have condiments here?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Are we all good for potions right now?
It would not quite be the same as we think of like mass-produced condiments now. But yeah, you'd have like a serving sauce or
Horseradish,
sauce for a sandwich.
especially. Horseradish is old.
Is everyone
Okay.
good for potions?
I don't have any potions, nor do I need them.
You don't want strain potions?
Nah.
Energy potions of energy. Though you did get a couple extra from that
Yeah.
guy who died.
I have 4 of them still.
Oh, okay.
It's just that when you're limited by actions and strain, it's hard to quaff extra potions.
Yeah.
Brutal fate.
Also, there was literally no point in this last combat for me getting more strain.
Oh, yeah.
No, you just weren't spending it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, you have just don't be an asshole back, please.
Good on potions.
You have a Cyber Dragon avatar, so that could mean anything.
That could mean anything.
I'm always afraid of the Ash Blossom people.
I've run into people on ladders in like bronze and silver running the suicide bot deck, and I don't know why.
I have 2.
I don't know why they're running like the malevolent mech and the giant Kozuki and stuff, and I'm like, why? You don't go up the ladder. Are they trying to just complete their dual pass like I was that one time? I don't know.
Maybe.
But if everybody's got all their shopping and stuff, and obviously like Lucky's assembling his final version, of the menu, we don't necessarily need to do that on mic.
No.
We've been going for about 2.5 hours. We can go ahead and wrap up.
Sorry, this was kind of the me show today.
I'm okay with it.
You
It's
shouldn't
alright.
apologize. I wrote it that way a little. I was planning on it being a little more balanced. It's just that one session we did with the Corey, I didn't drink any water and I fucking was dying. So we ended up with the pacing a little bit weird than I intended, but that's all right. We're getting back into the groove. Next time I'll fill out and we can have more cool on the road adventures. You guys can get used to all your shiny new drops. And with all that, I think I can wrap up the Recordifying here. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Go back and check out more APs. To watch other stuff. We'll see you next time.
Fuck you, Ash Maxi. Sorry.
There, that's the end of the episode.